Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Back like we never left, people. Back like we never left, man. It's such a beautiful day, a beautiful evening, I should say, because One Piece is out. One Piece chapter 893 dropped on Jaminus Box. Clutch with it, all right. 36th daughter of the Charlotte family. All right. Been hearing a lot about this chapter. I'm not sure what to expect, but I'm super hype. I'm excited. The chapter is out, people. The chapter is out. All right. So if you want to go read the chapter, J-Box is there. I was popping people in the chat. See Neptune, Rakim, Z-Killer, Flash, Lampat. I think I'm gonna have a short discussion. I may. I'm not sure because I want to make a video after the fact. But you know what? Let's get right to it, yo. Let's get right to it. So chapter 893, you guys should be able to follow along, all right? All right, so chapter 893. Let me put this over a little bit so it's not. Okay, cool. So this is Leo on his new ship. They're checking out his ship, all right? All right. Okay. Chapter starts. A painful blow. What's with the pitiful look? So, it's already confirmed that Luffy into the future, and none of that shit. Luffy got hit, and Luffy's just like bleeding out right now. All right, Luffy's bleeding out. Katakuri's like, yo, what's with the pitiful look? Shout out to Aura. Okay. And Flampe is laughing. Luffy's like in tears. Tears of blood. Katakuri's like, you're losing your footing. Luffy, Armament Hockey's blocks it a little bit. Kicks him away. Flampe's like, ha 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 ha. And she's daydreaming right now. Big brother, to tell you the truth, even back then, I was a totally thoughtful and well-behaved girl. Is she in love with her brother? It seems like she's like legitimately in love with her brother. It's kind of weird. That one moment of carelessness will be the deciding factor in this match. Why did you lose your focus? Why does it seem like Katakuri is like almost training Luffy? Like, why did you lose your focus? Why do you care? Here comes the donuts. And she's going crazy. Mochi. Okay, so that's what it is called. Mochi Ginchaku. So that's his Gatling form. His Gatling version. What's the matter, Straw Hat? He's thinking like, yo, what's the matter? What's wrong with you? Just as I began to acknowledge you, you decided to disappoint me. Oh my God, really flashback. When it's a really flashback, you know shit about to get real. I think I saw it. Or maybe it was just my imagination. That's fine, because beyond that imagination is the call of observation. But become able to sense it unconsciously. Unconsciously? Wobble, wobble, wobble. He stood up again. What's with those wobbling legs? All right. One more shot then. Sweetbread needle. Wheeze, wheeze. Whoosh. Luffy. Luffy just did what Sanji did at the tea party, bro. The after image. Hopefully this becomes a thing, yo. Yo! He's fucking dodging this nigga. Luffy just dodged it like shit. Casual. Casual. Just super casual, like, yo. Eh. Yo, huh? He dodged it? That was my silent needle, but he fell anyway. Katakuri's like, bitch. Miss Flampe, we're going to be seen. It's because that monkey, his footing, his legs are equivalent like those of a newborn fawn. Wait, please don't make us laugh too. How lame, even though he's super weak and covered in blood, he gets up again and again. He wobbles up, then gets knocked back down, and then he wobbles his way back up again. Flampe, Big Brother's looking this way. He's going to praise me. My heart isn't ready for this yet. Ah, Master Katakuri is coming this way. Tap, tap. I see it was you, Flampe. Used your silent blowgun to stop him from moving, didn't you? I thought it was strange. In such an intense battle, his focus was suddenly broken. I attacked in his moment of weakness and pierced his stomach. I inflicted a fatal wound. Do you think that I want to win like that? Building. Building. Ah! Look, Miss Flampe, the fawn stood up again. Don't make me laugh. His legs all wobbly bobbly, like a baby's fawn. Big Brother! That's right, Big Brother, I did it. I'm the most thoughtful of all the younger sisters. I'm cute, right? I'm definitely the one that will be favored by the world's most perfect Big Brother. Big Brother! What's so funny, you lot? This nigga just stabbed himself. Re-fucking-spect. Oh my god. Honor. 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 At this point, it's not even about power levels. It's not about strength. This right here, this is about honor. That's dope. That's dope. Master Katakuri, don't you dare give on. Whoa, he showed his face. Give unwanted support in a duel between men. Fuck. Bro. Oda decimated Katakuri's character for a while. How can he not respect this? Wait, don't come near me. Don't touch me, monster. It hurts. If you're gonna laugh at that idiot, then laugh at me too. Master Katakuri, your face is cursed. So lame. Agreed, so disappointing. Oh god, you're so dirty, there's blood all over you. What are you trying to achieve by pissing your own stomach? Someone like you cannot be Big Brother Katakuri. Your mouth is split all the way up to your ears. You look like a pelican eel. Stop it, Miss Flampe. We won't be able to hold in our laughter. What the fuck is up with this? It's so much to unpack here. It's so much to unpack based on these couple chapters. I don't think you guys understand what's happening here. I don't think you guys understand. I don't think you guys really understand what's happening here. I don't think you guys understood what happened in this moment. The pelican eel is coming. I knew it. I knew it. He probably got called that when he was younger. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? The monster's getting away. Hurry up and take pictures. We're going to show his face to anyone. Everyone. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Pfft. And they're laughing. I'll expose you to the fan club. To all the islands of Totoland. I'll expose you to everyone in this country. How dare you get your dirty blood on me? You tried to threaten me, the popular me? So much for you being the perfect big brother. You're so uncool. I'm embarrassed to even tell people that we're blood related. It's unforgivable. You should both prepare for what's to come this time. My apologies. It was foolish of me to not notice. He just walked away. It is in a duel between pirates. There's no such thing as playing dirty. Not being able to dodge was my mistake. Fucking Luffy. That's the perfect thing to say. That is what you say. You're like, it's a pirate battle. He didn't have to do that. Luffy's right. That's on him. Growth. Honor. Our spectators sure are noisy. In any case, they won't be able to handle what's about to happen. What is this? They're foaming at the... That... Yo. Conquerors hockey. Yo, these men. Listen, man. Oh, man. They both hockeyed up and knocked out Flampe. They're like, they won't be able to handle this. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. Sakatakuri, all this time, could use Conqueror's haki. This man is a conquering king. The king's disposition in this fucking chapter is over. You guys know the rest. I no longer think you're below my level. Is that so? Glad to hear it. Thanks. But I'm gonna win. Fist versus fist in a one-on-one. I'm back interested in this fight. The fight starts now. Remember when a couple chapters ago or last stream we said that everything happens and then it's like, yo, the fight starts now. Katakuri now he's one of my top 10 characters. Now, he is. All for this chapter. So much respect. Because last chapter, I wasn't feeling what Oda did with all that. I don't know. This is a fantastic chapter. I think this was great. I think it embodied everything that One Piece is. I think humanizing Katakuri, like, you know what? I'm gonna save a lot of this for my video that I'm gonna make on this chapter. I'll make this video tonight before I go to bed. They both use Conqueror's Hockey. Let me get a few of the guys in here for a bit. I'm gonna go for like an hour. Then I gotta end it. Let me get some of these guys in here. See how they feel about this dope ass fucking chapter. Believe in Whole Cake, guys. Believe in Whole Cake. Again, I don't want to focus on power levels here. I think it's a lot deeper than that. Yeah, we could hold up. Yeah, we could argue about that all along, the whole time, but that's not what this is about. This chapter showed a lot to me that was really illuminating. I feel like this was great. This was awesome. Let me see what the chat's saying.
Yo.
Phobe.
Hype. Oh man, this chapter is amazing.
Yo.
This is the first chapter I read in a long time where I'm like,
Bro, first off, Flampe. We can agree she is the Trable of this arc. Like the worst character based on everything that's happened so far.
100%, yeah.
Just annoying. She's strictly there just to be an annoyance. Of course, also to humanize Katakuri, but god damn. Okay. Tell me your favorite part of the chapter, bro.
Oh, definitely the Conqueror's Hockey Clash.
That was fucking
Brago, I don't know if you noticed
amazing.
this, but they broke the ground around them.
Yeah. It affected the environment.
I think that's the first time. I think that's the first time we saw Luffy do that.
Well, the thing is, it's a combination of both, but I think this is showing growth as well. And it's showing, like, the next step. I mean, it's still, well, it's kind of like what Shanks did, right? As far as breaking the ship by, a bit of it seeping out. But this is showing, like, the Battle of Kings. This is the type of, I don't know if it's meant to, like, clear the area, like, so that the kings can actually fight. But I remember it was, like, a theory going around that, Smoothie was the one that's gonna have Conqueror's Hockey. Katakuri.
Yeah, that was actually a good theory.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
the Kings can fight. I've never heard that before.
But Katakuri, he's the one that has the observation, the conquerors. I mean, obviously his armor.
He has everything.
He has everything.
He's easily. Yeah, he literally has everything. There's literally no weakness in this man.
Yo, what's popping, guys? What's going on? You guys read the chapter?
Oh, what's up? What's up?
What do you guys think about it?
It's crazy when you think about it, because it's definitely believable now that like he's never lost. Just like, thinking about how like versatile he is. Like
yeah. What do you think, Ovi?
Yeah. So before I read the chapter, right, like from just the spoilers, I was thinking this shit was complete and utter garbage, right? But then when Oda actually drew it out and you actually read it in the chapter, like this shit was
fantastic.
Like
fantastic.
It was really good. There was like. I still don't like some of the things about it, but it was nowhere near as bad as I was saying it was in the spoilers. Like Oda really came through with this shit.
I think Katakuri at this point, he's definitely my top 10 as far as favorite characters.
Yeah. Katakuri as a character himself.
Amazing character. Yeah, as
a character. That's just amazing.
I think.
Yeah, I was laughing so hard when Flambe was roasting him, like, "Yo, I'm gonna expose you to everyone." And
it's
just like, "Wait, this dude just walked away from
right."
him?
That's what I'm saying.
Didn't even care.
He was like, "She spit, bro. She spit on him. She spit on him."
Yeah,
and
after reading the spoilers, bro, I was roasting the shit out of this chapter because it just looked so fucking bad. It's like you've got Katakuri last chapter and like all the way through this arc saying, "Oh, we gotta kill him quickly," and then the one time that he's actually got the advantage, he then neutralizes it by stabbing himself. Because that shit looked so fucking stupid.
You know what it is,
like,
though?
Reading it in the spoilers.
It seems like Katakuri.
But the way it was done, the way it was handled was good.
In the midst of battle, Katakuri seemingly he was enjoying the battle so much. He's like, "Yo, what happened? What's going on? What's wrong with you?" It's like he was having a great time battling Luffy, and it's like
Luffy. Yeah, because the thing is Dritz.
What did Dritz say?
No, continue.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Dritz was saying that he didn't like the chapter. Well, he was saying he didn't like the spoilers because it kind of contradicted Katakuri's character. But after reading like the actual chapter, this is definitely 100%, I think, in Katakuri's character to do something like that.
Yeah, I think
I understand both arguments after reading the chapter.
Well, how do you?
Before I was just saying that this completely contradicts because
Yeah.
like he's literally been saying I've got to kill you quickly. I can't let you go. I can't do this.
But
But then he then goes and like after getting a killing blow on him, he then does the same thing to himself to even the playing field again. Like that's.
But that's been
so
happening all
retarded.
arc, right? Where Katakuri say something, oh, I gotta get rid of Luffy right away, but then he's like seemingly asking him questions, like probing. He seemingly cares about like shit that Luffy thinks. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe Katakuri he wanted a fight like this. I don't know, but I don't think this brings his character down in any way at all. I think
like after actually reading the chapter, I don't mind it anywhere near as much. But I don't know. I still think the logic behind it is kind of silly.
And also, I think we're nearing the climax.
It was done so well.
For the fact that Oda focused on the fight the whole chapter.
Yeah.
Because
that's what made the chapter really enjoyable.
Yeah, yeah. Because when you think about it, with the Rob Lucci fight, Oda was switching back and forth the Rob Lucci Luffy fight, going back and forth, and then eventually he just focused on the Rob Lucci Luffy fight, where it's like, okay, we're nearing the end of it. And I think
someone's saying OVE was focusing on the negative. I literally came in here and said that I enjoyed the chapter way more than I thought I did. Like, what are you talking about?
They said they both went Super Saiyan. What do you guys think about the Haki Clash though? Wasn't that amazing, bro?
Yeah,
the Haki Clash was. The Haki Clash was dope.
Yeah, and then
the Haki Clash was dope. Like a lot of people were saying, like he didn't have King Conquerors.
Yeah, I don't understand why people were saying that though.
You know,
like
listen,
anyone
man.
with a $1 billion bounty, you would expect to have.
Yeah,
I think people think if you like Katakuri, you hate Luffy or whatever. And then it was like kind of a way to discredit Katakuri to kind of build Smoothie up for some reason.
Well, it's not even that. It's just okay. Well, when we first got introduced to Conqueror's Haki, there was like only a very, very few amount of people. It was like 1 in a million or something like that, right? Have Conqueror's Haki.
But then
like,
Don Chinjao kind of disproved that.
Well, not even that. It's just when we get to the new world, we're only gonna be seeing those 1 in a million people anyway.
Right.
So, like a bunch of people are gonna have Conqueror's Haki, right?
Right. Well,
like these are the top of the top.
Well, let's say the top tiers, the people that Luffy's gonna fight, they all should have Conqueror's Haki. You know what I mean? Like they all should. Like at this point, going forward.
Actually, I don't think they all should. I don't think they all need to have it.
You don't think so? I mean, it's like if Katakuri has it. I mean, it's like being the right hand. I wouldn't be surprised
until we see how it actually affects top tier fights. Because like as of right now, right, that Haki Clash didn't do anything to those two, did it? It just did it to the fodder around them. So until we actually see it affecting these top tier fights, like actually affecting the top tier that they're fighting, I don't feel like anyone needs it.
Yeah, it's hard to say because it was like implied that their Conqueror's Haki was completely even at that point. So we don't know what it's like if someone can overpower.
Yeah,
I think it's
I want to see Conqueror's Haki actually affect a top tier instead of just affecting the.
Yeah, it seems like it's with Katakuri, the Conqueror's Haki is like an acknowledgement, right? Where it's like, if like using Conqueror's Haki, it's like recognition because Katakuri, it seems like he knew Luffy was going to use it before he did it, right?
Oh yeah,
they were talking
actually,
in unison and they thought like they would look at each other.
Right. In any case, they won't be able to handle what's about to happen.
Well, that the funny thing is that's what Luffy said.
Luffy says that.
So
Katakuri.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Wait, so Katakuri started it and Luffy ended the sentence. You see?
Yeah, he said our spectators sure are noisy.
In any case, they won't be able to handle what's about to happen.
Luffy seeing the future? I don't know.
I think so. It seems like
maybe he just like felt it out. Like maybe he felt like he.
Yeah, it's probably.
It's like a moment thing. It's like a moment type thing. I think this.
Yeah, they were kind of just like both on the same page. Like, let's get these fodder out of here, clear them out.
This is like a Senior Pink Frankie type fight,
done so high,
but on a totally different level. Like it's just like from how it started. I'm like, yo, oh shit, Luffy did get hit, and then Flampe was just super annoying.
If you go look, I think it was like what chapter 3 or 4. No, not chapter 3. Page 5 or 4. 4 or 5 or 6. He was getting hit by like Katakuri's Gatling.
Bro, Ginchaku, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that looked rough, fam.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Like he was already getting his ass beat, but at that point,
there was a giant ass crater in the ground, and Luffy's just at the bottom, and he's like, he literally looks like a fucking zombie from.
I actually felt sorry for Luffy this fight. Like, of
course, because he got blindsided by fucking Flampe.
No, yeah, the thing is,
I actually felt sorry for him.
I thought it was like, because when I read the spoilers, I thought like at first I thought this is trash, right? Because Oda's basically just gonna give.
Why you stay away from spoilers, man.
Katakuri. Yeah, because he was. I was just saying he's gonna give Luffy the win because Katakuri's just gonna stab himself. But Katakuri got so much of an advantage that it was like it was a good move.
Yeah,
to, like,
he's like at this point.
even it out.
Yeah, it was necessary.
Eh,
Geo
I feel like he
AW.
added a lot to the fight.
saying it was a good move to even it out is the wrong choice of words, I think.
No, but the thing is, it's like you don't get a
I
good
mean,
fight
I don't-
without
it's-
that.
No,
Okay.
that's I see. I don't know.
How do you get a good fight
Alright,
like
listen.
if he doesn't do that?
This is
I don't know.
This is all I'm gonna
His
say.
ways. But he
I
did
think
it well.
this added. I think this made the fight better.
Yeah,
Personally.
yeah, because now it's an acknowledgement. Now we can see an actual
maybe.
like fight instead of a beatdown. Because I expect,
Yeah.
I'm not
It's
sure
like-
how well observation and Katakuri dodging through everything is gonna go now because it seems like he's about to like fisticuffs. Let's go. You know?
Straight up. punch for
Yeah,
punch.
just straight up, and that's Luffy's specialty. Like in a straight up battle of like will at this point. Yeah, Katakuri, like you're not beating Luffy at that. Wait, Geo AW says love your content, Brago. Just wanted to support. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the donation. I mean, overall, it's, like, Luffy dodged Flampe shit like unconsciously. You guys saw that?
Yeah, the one where it was like
Where he fell.
He was like half asleep.
Yeah, where he
Yeah.
fell, and
That was
then
sick.
what else happened in this chapter? I mean, it's just straight up the fight.
At the end, I think at the end, what's called the last chapter or the last page, kind of put a good quote where he said, "I no longer think that you're below me."
Yeah,
Kinda
yeah.
gives us a little
I no longer
take
think
at
that
where
you're below my
Luffy's at
level.
now.
It's an acknowledgement. It's an acknowledgement. I don't know. I guess seeing what Luffy had to go through and seeing what Luffy's still pushing through, it's kind of like, okay, based
You know
off that, amongst other things,
Yeah,
like
honestly-
you're on my level.
At this point, I kind of just want to wait and see what's gonna happen with the fight before I say anything on it, because like obviously I got like not really proved wrong, but like this was definitely hype, and I had very low hopes for the rest of this arc. It's hype as fuck. So I'm just gonna wait before I say anything else on the fight. But so yeah, I feel like Luffy still shouldn't be able to win, but we just gotta see how he does it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but the thing is, at this point, like Oda's saying this, I no longer think that you're below my level. It's basically him saying like, okay, it's about to be an even match.
No, I agree, kind of to a certain extent, but like after Luffy got punched by those attacks that Katakuri did with the Gatling, like Ale said, like he was fucking fucked up. Like holy
Yeah,
shit.
like he can barely stand right now, right?
His legs
He
are
looked like-
wobbly. Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, it just like it made it look even worse. It kind of looked like a baby was just like cradling up and someone was just like beating
that's
him.
what I'm saying, and he's still going, dog.
right. It just like shows his.
Yo, I really like the part where he says about in a duel between pirates, there's no such thing as playing dirty.
That was
Not being
perfect.
able to dodge it was my mistake.
That was perfect.
Like, yo, that shit. Yeah,
That was perfect. That's what you're
shit was
supposed to
amazing.
say, Luffy.
That shit was amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
That's
okay.
the thing, because we're always saying that shit, right? In the fight between pirates, there's no such thing as playing dirty. Like we always say
Yeah.
that in the streams, like watching over like some of this shit, and we say about how like Blackbeard is the only pirate. Like I find it really good, or the only real pirate, like acts like a pirate. If that makes any sense.
all right, so
But, like I loved seeing Luffy say that. That shit was dope.
I know people were saying Katakuri's bounty is kind of fake news.
What do you mean by that?
Who the
Where
fuck said that?
his
What is
bounty,
fake news about 1 billion?
well, where his bounty is more so of reputation than actual feat.
What's that supposed to mean?
Where it's like he built
I mean,
his
bro, I hate
yeah he built
hate
his
people like that.
he built his bounty on like the fact that, you know, being somewhat of a legend on Big Mom's crew, where it's like he would get credit for things he probably didn't accomplish.
I don't know, cause on the I think it was like page 12 or something where he was getting teased as a kid, and it shows a little flashback, and it's like this guy's got monster strength at this age. So if it points back to all the way when he was young and he had
Yeah,
monster
that's true.
strength, why wouldn't it make sense that he has 1 billion at this point of his age?
Listen, man,
Because they're like, he
He's
looks
like damn near
ugly,
50.
and he's a monster. Like, implying that he was
Exactly.
already really strong.
that's the thing where with Katakuri, that this chapter did a good job of showing like it's I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much, but I know
actually
it's
kind
like,
of glad we. I'm actually kind of glad we didn't get a full flashback. Like, we got a little brief flashback, and not like a full like 2-chapter backstory. I mean, I feel like everyone can agree that's good, right?
yeah. I mean, this is perfect. It was perfect. It was perfect. We didn't need any more than that. That was fine. You can give us more like as the fight goes on, like small instances, like when dialogue is being exchanged or whatever, because you know Oda likes doing that shit. But
Yeah.
this is all we needed, because like if Katakuri at that age, his strength is like a monster, and it's like, you know,
Exactly.
it's oh my
They
god.
basically said what they said about Big Mom. Like when Big Mom was at that age, they said she was a monster, and now he's a monster at that age. Who knows?
This
He
fight
could
is
be
just so
taking-
good because like at this point, like I'm just like rooting for both of the characters to the point where it's like I don't want either of them to lose.
It seems
Oh, man.
like Katakuri is somewhat Luffy's parallel in a way.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to expound as far as like why I think that, but I think based on this chapter, it's like
You're
Katakuri,
just gonna say it?
huh? No, I'm not going. I'm not going to say
What
why.
do you mean you're not gonna explain it? Oh, okay.
I'm not
Do
gonna-
like a video on it or something?
yeah, I'll make a
Is that
video.
what you're talking about?
Mm.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
To the chat, but Crowley Loud said, if Katakuri was a main character, would anyone complain about his actions wanting an even fight? No.
I mean, not really. I mean,
I don't think anyone.
Kind of. Like it's still a stupid move. Like just
I
because I,
feel
like
like-
the chapter, it's still a stupid move.
I could definitely
It
see
was
Luffy
stupid.
doing that at some point. I mean, Luffy already did that at one point versus Fujitora to a little extent, but
Yeah,
not
where
to
he was,
obviously
like,
that extent.
But this
He's
is
all
this,
out his
this is
attacks.
like for if that was the main character, I can imagine Goku doing that shit. Like that's that's the type of shonen shit.
Oh,
Goku
Gon
does, you know
would
what I mean?
definitely do this as well.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
God,
definitely
yeah.
what
Yeah, this is just like a shonen move. This
Yeah,
is a
it's,
shonen
Yeah, it's a
move.
shonen move.
shit, but I still think it's stupid.
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, and yes and
It's
no.
basically like pride.
Yes.
Like we already
I mean,
knew that.
yeah,
Katakuri
like the thing
was
is, like
prideful.
Katakuri is like such a big ego, like to the point where it's
Yeah.
definitely like in his character. Like
Wait, you think
his
he has an
entire
ego?
fight with Luffy is basically what?
You think Katakuri has an ego?
Yeah,
Yeah,
reread,
he has a huge
reread the
ego.
fight with fucking Luffy. He's basically just shitting on Luffy the entire time, like, "Oh, you're never gonna see your crew again, little pussy," and just I don't know, he's just talking.
No, I feel like that's a no.
that.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's a persona he had to keep up because of like the expectations forced upon him. Just like maintaining this
I
like
don't know,
pristine
maybe.
personality and like acting like I don't feel like that's his true personality. Saying all that shit.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
I
he still
agree
got
with
mad-
that, brother.
I don't know, but like this chapter, he kind of like confirmed it to where he's like, "You're really gonna fuck up a fight between two men?" You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Where it's like
I think
it was just like he didn't respect Luffy. I don't think it's like was an ego thing.
I think it's an ego, but I don't know.
I think he was just keeping up that like perfect.
Yeah,
Katakuri
he was just
persona
playing
that,
into
like,
it.
That like the siblings like they act like he's all that and shit. So he's first commander and everything.
But-
He like got to keep that persona up. But like I think like we kind of got a glimpse at like his real character like
Is
this
ego
chapter.
and pride the same thing?
Kind of.
They're
I mean,
kind
I
of the
definitely
same,
don't-
but they're different.
They're not the same thing, but they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I don't know, because I would call this pride. I think ego is the wrong word.
Yeah.
I'd call it more of a pride thing because
Pride.
you know how we were saying, getting knocked to the ground alone
Yeah,
is
like,
distasteful,
back,
whether you get up or not, right?
But yeah,
Like I think like it's more of a pride thing, as in like he doesn't want to be seen on the ground and all of that type of shit. I wouldn't say it's ego.
That's what I'm saying. I agree.
It could go hand.
I think he's
100%.
keeping up this persona though, because we saw that like he got picked on when he was younger, and like so I think he's trying to save face. Like he don't want to get clowned for like the messed up mouth, and he doesn't want to get clowned for like being the first commander and get put on his back all the time. So he got to like keep up this tough guy act, and that's why and like her interfering in the fight pissed him off because like Luffy's turning out to actually be like a real challenge, or not a real challenge, but like giving him a solid fight at least. So like he wants it to be like a 1v1, which is like I think what a lot of us wanted from the beginning anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brago, when you said that shit on the stream where you're like, the fight starts now.
Yeah.
I was I was thinking the same exact thing when I read this.
Bro,
chapter.
it doesn't
I was
say.
laughing so hard.
That's exactly what I said.
The fight starts now.
Hey, what's good,
I
sir?
mean, it's just like this shit
What's
keeps
up?
happening. This shit keeps happening. But I guarantee next chapter.
But for real, like this is definitely the fight starts. Like, for real,
Hey man,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
you
yeah.
say, bro. Whatever you
This
say.
gotta be the fight.
Whatever
This
you
gotta
say,
be the
man.
fight.
Whatever you say. The fight apparently starts now. Angle Glabogian says hard moki armor Katakuri. I mean,
I'm assuming he meant Mochi.
I don't know. He probably.
That's all he said. Hard moki.
Yeah, hard
Hard
moki
Moki armor Katakuri.
Katakuri. Stebo, what do you think about the chapter, man?
Yo,
Trash or not?
I thought the chapter was pretty dope, bro. Like I'm like I think 9 out of 10. But I feel like it's a lot of things that went into this chapter that reevaluated how I view Katakuri. Like I see him as like a if Frankie was like the MC, if he was really that powerful, I think that would be Katakuri. Like if he was
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I
about
said
that.
this.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Go
Hear me
ahead.
out. Like I can see Frankie doing this exact same thing. Like you how dare
Yeah,
you
but you could
interrupt
see
the duel
Luffy
between
doing the
men?
same thing.
Not in that same sense though, because I don't see Luffy being so
I completely disagree.
macho about it, and
I
like
feel like
how dare you interrupt the battle between men? Like
he
Frankie's
wouldn't,
always
he wouldn't
him
say
crying
that.
crying
He
and
wouldn't
going
say that.
turn around and
overboard
punching
with
somebody.
Oh, Luffy would
with,
say that, bro.
Yeah.
what's the word I'm looking for? I think manly bravado. Maybe that's what it is. It's hard
No,
for me to
the
explain.
thing
But
is, if Luffy
that's just
got,
the first thing that came into my mind.
I hear you, but if Luffy got to the point where it's like he's having a great fight with an opponent that's on his level, where he's like, because Luffy, he wants to overcome everyone the right way to kind of prove himself, right? He wants to prove it to himself. So if he comes into a fight and then you see fucking Chopper like is throwing fucking shit at
Or
the
like Zoro, like
or
comes
Zoro,
in the
is
back
like,
and, like,
yeah,
slashes
he's
his
gonna be
back.
like,
It's
yo,
like,
what the fuck are
real
you
quick,
doing?
Can you get this guy remark in the streams because he's talking hella shit in the chat, bro.
Who is it?
Why he's talking
Who's talking shit?
shit. Remark.
Bro, yeah, if send him the link if he wants.
Do we
Yeah.
even know who this guy is?
I don't know.
I don't know who the fuck he is.
Send him the
It's
link.
the first time I'm even
Alright,
seeing him in the
send
chat.
him
He's
the-
talking
send him
He
the
hella
just
link.
shit.
says Ovia, bitch.
Oh,
Yeah. What the fuck, bro?
yeah. We ain't gonna ban you. You can come in the stream and talk your shit. Come in the stream and talk your shit.
I like how you said I like how you said he was talking hella shit, and you're like, "What do you say? Ovi's a bitch." It's like, wait, what?
Wait, that's Ali saying
No
that?
reason to say
No,
this.
no, no. I was reading the comment. He said Ovi's a bitch. I ain't say Ovi's a bitch.
No, I
Ovi's
know.
my guy. Ovi's my guy.
But Stevie, what do you think about the Conqueror's hockey clash?
That's what I'm thinking. Was it really him and Katakuri, or was it just Luffy?
Say no,
No, it was
no,
him,
but
Katakuri.
It was both.
For sure.
Yeah.
it seems it was both because before
Yeah, it
that
was
they
both.
said
Because
middle class?
I kind of figured it was Katakuri too, because like it was like a clear line between the both of them, and then Flampe said he can use it too.
Yeah, was
Well,
that
not even that.
was that Flambe that was saying that?
Yeah.
Like, the monkey can use it too.
yeah,
That was her.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Not even that. If you go to the chapter, you can see like if you look at the very top, you can see like two bubbles forming around each person, and you can see where the clash is happening in the middle.
yep. Where it's
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was saying. Like it was a clear line between both of them, as if it was a clash. But I thought it was just Luffy for a second.
because
That
Luffy,
shit's gonna be so hype in the fucking anime, man. Oh man.
I can't wait for the
Assuming
anime.
they do it
I
right.
can't wait for the anime to do this because it's going to be amazing. Ongo Gablogian says,
I feel like you really read that guy's comments just to say his name.
nah, he just donated. He just donated, bro.
At this point, you don't even have to say his whole name. You just
Hey,
be trying
we're like
to-
OG said, nah. He said, so is Luffy's head worth 1 billion plus? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Based on
it
like,
looks like that. But if you're reading the context like straight word for word, yeah. Verbatim.
well, the
I
thing
mean,
is,
I mean, a lot of us probably don't want to believe it, but I mean, Katakuri kind of said that like he looks at Luffy as like on the same level as him. So like, I mean, if you want to go by that, like he's like first commander level. I mean, technically, I mean, I don't know. You know, that's a rough one.
I mean,
Yeah, we'll just wait to see if the rest of the fight.
I'm
how
not
it plays
saying
out.
that he's as strong as Katakuri, like just based off of this.
Yeah, I don't want to see say he's the strongest Katakuri because Luffy hasn't gotten a hit on Katakuri.
I
in,
mean,
like,
I don't want to
15
say it
chapters,
either,
so,
but like, I don't want to say it either, but like Katakuri like kind of said it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Right.
but he's kind of like holding on for his life right now, just like half dead. Like, I just want to see more before I say it.
No, what I mean
I
as
think
far
we're
as
on
like,
the- I
is he
think we're
worth
on the
1
same
billion?
page.
I'm including the shit that he didn't get credit for. That's something like Luffy
okay.
probably should.
Well, I
be
mean,
at a
like
billion.
realistically, is he worth 1 billion? Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's done like a lot of shit
Exactly.
in the story compared to a
So he's
lot of
100% worth 1
I
billion.
feel like Enies Lobby, Emple Down, and Marineford should be like worth 1 billion alone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this
Those
is
are like the three like bases, and he ran through them all in like like.
I don't know. I
quickly.
think if it was worth 1 billion, I think he would have a 1 billion berry bounty.
I
Nani.
mean, I guess so. Yeah.
What do you mean, Steve?
I mean, because if that's what it's worth, and the world government's the ones handing out the bounties, then why wouldn't they just give him the bounty?
We're talking about
I
like
guess what I'm
after
saying from-
we're kind of projecting. We're projecting like after this
I
fight.
mean, there's like a bunch of different reasons. So it could
Right,
be one. It
right.
could just be like kind of like bad writing by Oda. I mean, you could make that argument.
I don't think it's
Or you
bad
could just
writing.
say that the world.
I think they're looking at that
Mhm.
Luffy's still like fresh faced. They're like, there's no way.
I mean, because you got to think
know.
about it this way, right? Kid had 330 million before the time skip, and as far as you know, he didn't do shit but kill civilians.
And if you could look at
Stop
it this way,
it,
you could
bro.
You could look at it this way.
Okay. Listen, man. I'm not saying he was weak. You already know I'm a kid fanboy, but I'm just saying, like, we don't know he did anything on the level of Luffy. Where it's
Bro,
like,
just
he
killing
took down
civilians
enemy
don't get you
properly.
to that, bro.
Well, we don't know because he's not the main character. Like we
We do know he didn't take down a warlord.
I mean, we could look
Well,
at it
we
like
also
That's
don't know
true,
that
too.
because we know that there's been warlords before the ones that were established at the beginning of the series, and there's
I
no
mean, we
telling
could-
how long he's been a
I
pirate.
would have got to expound.
could
upon
look
I mean,
at
I
it
think you guys get my point. I think it's very unlikely that
none of
Kid
them
pulled off the
have
shit
done
that
what has
Luffy
done like
did.
what Luffy has done. They haven't accomplished that.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could look at it like
But
this.
could
Like
they?
Luffy's
if
like
they were
a
put in
young.
a situation.
Nope.
Like Luffy's like a young. Luffy
You
could
don't
be like
think
a.
so?
Nope.
You
Because
don't think Kid is taking out like
Magellan?
the bottom tier warlords.
Magellan?
Didn't
I
take
could
out
see.
Magellan.
I could see.
Luffy didn't accomplish that either.
No.
Yeah.
What I'm saying as far as like the effects of that, and Luffy's devil fruit and like who he is kind of got him through that. So it's like with Kid,
Oh yeah, he's not gonna have what's her face bring him to,
Ivankov
like,
and like,
Kid's not gonna have that.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
he's not gonna have that. But I'm saying like,
and then
if
even
you were to
Marineford,
kinda
like
give him
Luffy
that-
got through Marineford because
but
of his ability
we
to.
talking about achievements.
Yeah.
We're talking about achievements though. Ivankov wasn't an achievement. That was just a convenience for him.
Surviving. No, you have once you do, you have to survive as well. That's part of it.
I guess, but if you're talking about putting him in that exact same situation, then I think Kid could also survive. You don't think he has the willpower?
It's not about. I mean, I don't know. Not like
He might
Luffy.
even be doing it easier.
Not like, easier?
He might even be doing it easier.
Ah,
Yeah.
y'all tripping.
Like,
I don't know about that. He's doing.
Bro,
So Marineford Kid is doing
if
that
Luffy would
easier.
have gone up against Kaido, look, if we don't know exactly how Kaido took down Kid, but if Luffy went up against Kid, or if Luffy went up against Kaido, we know he's taking an L too.
Everybody's taking an L there. Every
That's
supernova's
facts.
taking an L. Especially
Okay,
if you get jumped by a pool.
I think they said that like every single character takes an L 1v1 versus Kaido. Didn't they say that like in the manga?
Well, they said bet on him.
Basically.
I mean, Luffy isn't.
I
a
thought they
character,
said
he's
that.
the
Yeah,
main
yeah,
character.
well, yeah. Bet on him. I guess. I mean that you could take that as being implied that like one-on-one, like fair fight, like the kind of fight that like we're about to see right now with Luffy, like 1v1.
Yeah.
Kaido probably wins, you know, or something.
They said Luffy's taking on Magellan now. Yes.
No, I still think it's a bad matchup. I still
It's
think
hard,
a
but I
bad
think
matchup.
he is doing it now.
How
See,
much does his immunity to like poison? Well, not immune.
Well, the
to,
thing
but,
is, he's
like,
immune to
resistant
Magellan's poison.
Is
But
he immune to it or just resistant?
He's not immune to Hill's judgment. That's
yeah, Venom
the
Demon.
question-
Venom Demon is what he's gonna have a problem with. But at this point,
The question,
bet on Luffy, man.
the question is, if you hockey your fist up and you get like and you punch Magellan in the stomach, like how's that work?
Well, the thing is,
How are you
Magellan.
getting close enough to punch him.
Let me put it this way: is Luffy gonna beat Magellan? Probably. Is he
Yes.
stronger than Magellan? Probably not.
Well, the thing
I
is,
just-
Magellan was reeling after a bazooka, right? Didn't that
Yeah.
make him?
I don't like when people say that, bro.
Ah,
I mean,
My thing
I
is, my
hear
thing
you,
is, do
Stebo.
you think-
I hear you. I don't like when people say it either.
do you think that Ivankov was stronger than Luffy at that point?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
how in the hell does Magellan defeat Ivankov in record time if he's getting put to his knees realistically by a jet bazooka?
Main character.
I mean, not even that. How does
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yep.
Luffy
Man,
fucking have to one-shot Blackbeard at the end of the series after he punched him with that pistol at the end of Impel Down? If that's how we're gonna do it.
I mean, Magellan one-shot in Blackbeard, so. I mean,
And his
I
whole
mean,
crew.
it is whole
I
crew.
was saying this whole crew.
It is
I mean,
whole
to
crew.
be honest, I feel
That
like
was the most G shit ever, bro.
No, Blackbeard was talking shit, but I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck that, yo, on your ass." What are you talking about? He talking too much, my
Fuck
nigga.
them
You,
rapping cuz.
he's like, "Yo, why you here?" Yo, Trent, what's good, bro?
What about that action, boss?
What's good with it, bro?
Chilling, man. How you feel about this chapter?
Oh man, it was good, dude. I pretty much had the same reaction that everybody else did. That now the fight begins.
starts now,
moment. Fucking but yeah, I'm pretty much like, yeah, Katakuri just as soon as I kind of saw how the story or how the chapter was going, rather,
Yeah.
I was like, damn, he about to straight get mad that Flampe shot the shot. I really didn't expect him to stab himself, but you know what I'm saying, I mean,
Yeah.
respects to my nigga, but now he's definitely going down. But
Yeah.
respect to the nigga Katakuri.
I mean, it's like I said, it's just so honorable for him to do that, and it seems like he was just annoyed by Flampe. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, why are you even here? Like, that's how he's.
But don't you kind of agree at this point with me, where I was like, I don't even want either of them to lose.
I don't.
Like, I'm rooting for both of them at this point.
You just want this shit to like keep going, because this chapter
don't
from
know,
like
bro,
enjoyable aspect, that shit was like 10 out of 10.
Right.
Enjoyable.
The way Oda
Yeah.
just wrote this, bro, I think it changed my whole perspective on Luffy winning the fight.
What do you mean?
Like at first, I was so against it, and my opinion was changing as we started to get more information on how Luffy could improve. But now that I'm seeing that Katakuri not only acknowledges him, but that Katakuri evened the score, and it's like Oda's constantly hammering it into our heads, like Luffy's gonna win, or Luffy has a chance to win at least.
Well, I
And
think
I mean, but at the same time, if that's what Oda's trying to push forward, you would think that he's going to go with the switcheroo at the end
yeah.
and have Katakuri
Yeah,
win.
just
Well,
But at this point, I mean, as far as what my opinion is, I think just like Froop says, not necessarily that I don't want either one of them to lose, but I don't know who I would bet on at this point.
well, Steve,
I feel like Katakuri even knows that he's gonna lose at this point.
I think he just wants to go Katakuri. He's already seen it.
Like, I mean, I'm kind of trolling with that. But, like,
I don't think
like,
so. Like,
but like honestly,
if
though, like,
Katakuri been reading
he
One
wouldn't,
Piece.
he wouldn't have stabbed himself. If he
I mean, I'm trolling, but like honestly, at this point, like it's being
Katakuri's
so shoved
anime
down our
only.
face that I mean, it's like being shoved down our face so much that Luffy is gonna win this fight. And like he keeps talking about how he acknowledges him and stuff and like all this shit. It's almost like, okay, so like is he aware that he's gonna lose? Like, you know, like I don't know, but I'm just like trolling.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I think he wanted a good fight. I think it's just like,
I mean, the thing
he sees Luffy, he's like,
thing is, people are kind of like hyping up Luffy.
Go ahead.
We've just waited so long for it to get to this point that I feel like, you know, we have to kind of like laugh about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about the fact that like or just Luffy's general state and still being able, you know, because he like wobbled and fell and then basically was still
Well,
able to use
that's my whole
Sakura's
thing.
haki.
Like,
Yeah.
that's my whole thing. Like, I don't think Luffy should be able to win this fight just because of that. But I mean, I don't know. It's gonna happen anyway.
It seems
so
like he
it's
just got a
whatever. Like,
second wind. Wouldn't that give you a second wind?
Yeah.
Like if
I mean, yeah, but that's
yeah, or a third or a
I don't think
16th
we've ever
wind.
seen Luffy.
Yo,
I don't think we've ever seen Luffy take this much damage. What's up?
It was good quality.
yeah, and then not Katakuri, but Conqueror's haki gotta be fucking like, I mean, motherfuckers just ain't around flexing or besides unless you're Shanks, you're not just walking around flexing your Conqueror's haki all day. So you know what I'm saying? That's like reserved for the real moments, and you would think that Luffy wouldn't have that in the reserves, you know?
Yeah, I think he got
From
a
after
second
taking
win
a
at
blow
this
like
point.
that.
I think he about to go in. I think it's about to be a great a great battle right now. Yo, Quiley, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's good?
What do you think about the
Yo,
chapter?
thanks for the
man?
invite.
No problem. What do you
Yeah,
think about
I really like the chapter. Like, I really like the Katakuri's character, and like this made me respect him a whole lot more. And I was saying the whole thing about him being like a main character. It's not even that. He's just a great fighter. So like, fought as long as he has fought, for Luffy to be the first person to land a hit on him in years. And he was saying, he was like, you're just starting to show me like a good time. Like I was just starting to respect you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate like him actually stabbing himself. Showed his character. It showed that he didn't always have a perfect life, like the best. And the way Flampay had reacted to him, it showed his growth. Once he took off the scarf, I felt like the fight had changed. And I really I like that Luffy actually, huh?
I said, you think the fight started right then? When he took
Not that the fight started then. I mean, the fight has definitely started chapters ago, but I feel like it took a toll. It took a change to a whole new level because for you to be fighting somebody and they say they actually respect you and they about to pull out everything they have, not on the like I want to kill you for other reasons, but this is an enemy I respect and I want to take down because of battle. It's not really about like. I mean, I know for Luffy, he's trying to get back to his crew, and Katakuri is, trying to protect, Big Mom. But I feel like it's really just two guys who respect each other's strength and who wants to fight, who wants to see like who's really stronger. And I feel like this is the perfect conditions for Luffy to win. Because I always felt like if it comes down to a grudge match, Luffy would definitely take it.
I agree with that.
That's just what that's what I think.
Yeah, this is not what Katakuri wants. A match like this, where it's just coming down to like they throwing fists because this is what Luffy's great at. You probably gonna.
What do you guys
think? Gatling, and he hasn't gone Gear 4th again yet. So, hey.
What do you guys think about Flampay's reaction, and what do you guys think like the rest of the Big Mom Pirates reaction is gonna be if and when she like, flips the script on them? I mean, obviously, I would feel like a lot of them should know.
They
like
should
the older
know.
people.
The
should
older
already
ones
know.
should know. Maybe they don't because Katakuri he's always been the strongest. It seems like.
I feel like if she does do this, if she exposes them, quote unquote, then they'll actually stop liking her as much as they do. Because
exactly.
Like she's slandering Katakuri and no one believes her.
But I think they're gonna be. It's gonna be a reaction, right? It's gonna be a reaction that Katakuri is probably not gonna expect. Because people are gonna be like, "Yo, brother Katakuri, you're still perfect in our eyes." Blah blah blah. Like we don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's probably not expecting that now. But then it made me think about something like with the Big Mom Pirates, like. If all of these kids feel like this, and they've been going through this shit, like, why are they still there? like, why haven't you left to be accepted?
Honestly, I feel like at this point, like the most probable thing is that Sanji dies and then Katakuri takes his spot on the crew.
Whoa,
Sanji
died.
How you
I
throw
wouldn't mind
Sanji
that.
dying in there, bro?
Wow.
I knew Fu was gonna do some shit like that.
I think that's just the best thing for the story right now. Just
Spoiler.
Smoothie,
Honestly, is
just Smoothie kills Sanji. Katakuri joins the crew. We get rid of
Katakuri
Warcraft.
joins the
that's a good
crew.
trade-off. Come on.
Someone has said, "Yo, Fu, I'm surprised you didn't mention that Katakuri having conquerors kind of makes it seem like Zoro's probably gonna get it now." You think?
Oh,
I mean, I always thought
That's
Zoro
so
Definitely
Smoothie.
getting it.
I always
Yeah, I
felt
always
that.
thought it
I
was
feel
a-
like he already has it, to be honest. But you know, niggas
I think.
see it.
Well, the thing
But-
is, a lot of people like I already made my argument for this earlier in the stream, but a lot of people completely like blow out like Conqueror's Hockey, like no one's gonna have it. But it's like we already know that a bunch of people are gonna have it, especially at the end of the series.
Hey man,
The best argument for Zoro having it is Fishman Island when he said
Yeah,
that if
that-
Luffy didn't at least do what he did, that like he would have to like step down or something. Like
Not
to
even
me
that,
that
it's
was I mean, but to me that was him implying like I'm capable of doing something
yeah,
close to what he
Like
just
this.
did.
Everyone
so he
knows
wasn't
that,
like
yeah.
you know
that and
like, that's
Rayleigh
how
as
I
well.
remember it.
Rayleigh too, right?
Yeah,
right.
exactly. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Zoro's the
Yeah.
parallel to
Yeah.
Rayleigh. Like it's so clear, and like if
Yeah.
Zoro has to surpass Rayleigh. So,
So,
Yeah, Zoro's the
he's
goat.
definitely gonna.
do you guys think Marco has it?
No, Market, no
Oh
way.
yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
No.
don't disrespect my nigga
No.
Marco.
I gotta see.
I think if Marco had
No,
it,
no
I think if
disrespect to
Marco
Marco.
had
I
it,
don't think Marco does either, because he's
I
one of the
mean,
people that
I'd
reacted
be-
like.
I don't think it's in his character to have it.
I think two right hands. I think two right hands will have it and two won't. So I think Katakuri
That's a
and
weird prediction.
and
but
wait,
I think Katakuri and Benny has
Who's
it.
right hands?
Katakuri and
Oh,
Benny.
I could.
I don't see why
Kaido's
Shuri
doesn't.
wouldn't have it, but
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I
I
think-
in Marineford they did act surprised when Luffy displayed it and they were like, oh, only Pops and Ace
Yeah.
got that.
Yeah.
shit.
I
Yep.
think Marco.
Yeah.
And Marco,
I think it's
probably
Marco's
gonna be the
personality is not
like,
one of a
I take it
conqueror,
back.
right? Marco's personality, it doesn't seem of one like a conqueror.
I mean, yeah,
I don't think. Yeah,
definitely
that's what I'm
is.
saying. He doesn't fit that role.
Yeah.
Marco's clearly the weakest like right hand, I think.
Oh.
In my opinion.
Oh, we got to
I
unpack
mean, it's
that.
crazy when you think about it because like it's like
I mean, I'm serious.
The
on that.
clearly
Like,
the
long time.
I think
weakest.
you could probably say that only because he was clearly there to pretty much like train up, not really train up, but
I
Ace
feel
was
you.
pretty
I
much
feel you.
supposed to
Well,
be
the
that
thing is,
guy, you know
Ace
what
was
I'm
just
saying?
I
like-
feel you,
I
but
don't-
like
I don't
if you
think-
don't take the time to justify like Marco being weak and just look at it like
But
you know, like I have my one friend
the-
that doesn't like do these like in-depth dissections of anime. He just like watches it and that's it. And like, you know, he like was telling me how like in his perception of Marineford, Marco was like not impressive at all.
What?
You know?
well, that's the thing. Like that's
Well,
well, that's
Why
the
do we
thing, that's the
think
portrayal
that
of
though?
Marco over
Why was
Katakuri.
Marco not
I
impressive?
don't think Katakuri has the traits of a conqueror either.
My boy that watched it, like, and he's like I said, he doesn't like really.
nigga
get into
never-
it, like,
Wait,
super
Katakuri is
in-depth.
like the
He said,
ultimate leader
like,
on Whole
all-
Cake, Stebo.
Right. Yeah, that nigga was known to not even
but-
sleep on his bed.
But the thing is, it's like he so faithfully serves under his mother.
Does
I
he?
mean, can you? And I know people are gonna.
Well, I
shout out Rayleigh.
I don't think he serves under her because it's like they kind of report to him. I don't think he's like going to Big Mom asking
Yeah, I
her
kind
what
of think
to
that
do.
you're exaggerating that a little bit. It's not like Katakuri goes to Big Mom for everything.
Yeah.
Like, he
No,
definitely takes
I don't think
commands
that.
from
I don't
her,
think
but,
he.
like,
Yeah.
he's the
I
right
don't think
hand.
he
He
goes
goes
to
to
her.
her.
Honestly,
Everyone
Big Mom.
takes commands from
Honestly,
him.
Big Mom at this point, she's
But-
kind of like an
but, like-
outlier where they're like, yo, we got to just control her, rage, and all that shit. But we know who
I
to
see-
report to. Where Katakuri is kind of like the de facto captain.
I see conquerors. I see conquerors as people who are gonna like reign over whatever operation they have going on as the number one.
He's
I mean,
he's
he
technically the
literally
number
is,
one.
like, he might as well be the brains of the Big Mom Pirates.
Right.
Like, he's the one commanding everyone
Because
around.
Big
while
Mom-
I
Mom's
don't
like,
think I can agree with that. I don't think.
But
I
Big
can
Mom
agree
is
with
Big Mom is such
I
a.
think the same reason. I think the same reason a few
Katakuri with that
people.
dude, then why was he away from the crew when it seemed like Big Mom was the one who was controlling everything at the beginning of the arc when she was waiting on him to show?
yeah,
He
but who
was-
did
we
they
don't know what he
think
was
was
doing.
the
He
major
doing his own
threat.
thing because he's a conqueror.
Yeah. Maybe when to get
He was
another
taking care of
island for her,
major
she needs
threat.
some sugar.
And then
Who does-
if you want to talk about his personality, I can't see a conqueror being ashamed of anything about their physical appearance.
Whenever the crew needs
The
something,
nigga
and they're
was
dire
known
need,
to
they
not
look
sleep
to
on his
Katakuri.
back.
Yeah.
They
I
look to
understand. I
Katakuri.
understand that he's cool. He's very cool.
He has a lot of pride.
No,
Steve-O.
but
He has a lot of pride.
that was the whole. But that was the whole symbolism with him taking off the scarf.
Yeah.
That was him saying like, you know, I'm not bowing down to other people's wills. I'm gonna do what I want.
If
'Cause
we
I
were
feel like the
introduced,
same
if we were introduced to that,
I feel like the same reason.
then I would
hold up, the
agree.
same
I would
reason-
agree. He has
the
the
same-
character traits of a conqueror.
The same
I feel like
reason some
Katakuri's
right
life-
hands don't have it is the reasons why most Marines don't have it. Why even admirals don't have it. Because even though they're powerful, they still serve under somebody.
Katakuri's like
I mean, how do
whole.
we
They
know
said
that
when
admirals
somebody's
don't
way more
have it?
powerful than
They
them.
never
Katakuri's like
shown
whole
You said how do
life.
we know? Because they don't like they said no Marines have Conqueror's hockey.
Well,
Who
wait.
said that?
So wait.
Garp
Are we
has
saying that
Conqueror's
the
hockey.
admirals don't have conquerors hockey?
Pretty
I
sure
don't
that's
think
one
they
of the.
do.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the
Who
One
said no
Piece
Marines
myths.
have conquerors hockey?
I'm pretty
Wait,
sure
who
that's one
said
of the
no
One Piece.
Marines have it? Because we know Garp has it.
Whoa, Garp
We
has it.
know he has it.
Well, he knows of it. Like,
There's
But
been no
I'm saying,
confirmation of
yeah,
any
we haven't
Marine
seen.
having Congress hockey. No confirmation.
Yeah, there isn't,
But we
and that's
can
because they serve
assume
under
we
somebody.
can assume Garp to have it, the admirals to have it. But
What?
we don't
Wait,
know.
what is serving?
Yeah,
What
'cause
is?
we can no
Probably
longer
has
say
it.
serve under.
Wait, what is
That's
serving under
what
someone
we
have
need.
to do with not having it?
We got 2 people who served under
Not
niggas that got conquerors hockey now.
not serve
Rayleigh
under,
and
but like
Katakuri.
you're not doing
I,
what, but you're not doing like you're not. It's not
Kata-
your will.
Yeah,
You're
but
gonna
Hold
do
on, hold on,
everything
hold on.
you
But
want to
listen,
do.
but hear me out. Katakuri has no will of his own. His life revolves around his mom. He does nothing for himself. Like,
I
what
don't
has
know about
Katakuri
that.
done?
He has his
I
medals.
actually
Yeah, I don't
agree
think
with
that he has
Quietly
no
Loud.
will.
The
Hold
only
on,
the
yeah,
only
real
thing
like in all
Katakuri.
seriousness, because like look at Luffy's crew. Zoro can have it because Luffy lets his crew do what they want. He
Mhm.
believes in their will.
Exactly.
Somebody like
Exactly.
Rayleigh can have it. It's about your will. But somebody who's like look at what happened with Sakazuki when he went up against the girl Say when he
Yeah,
was talking about what
exactly.
happened at Dressrosa. They just put him down. As powerful as he is, and like look at Garp for a real example. When he was trying to stop Luffy at Marineford, you could kind of see his eyes go like he wanted to use like Conqueror's hockey, but he was doing something against his will. So he let Luffy hit him.
Yeah,
Like that
I
stifles
agree.
your will. That
I agree
stifles
with
your like
Quietly
what you can
Loud
do.
on this one.
They're saying
I don't
Garp
exactly.
has King's hockey. Garp has said Luffy inherited it. I mean, it could be from Dragon.
Twin Dragon, yeah.
Because Dragon
It could be
definitely has
it could be that Garp because like look what happened with Ace. He activated when he was a kid. I don't know about the novels if he used
it. It
it like
seems
during
like
his growing up, but he seems like he didn't really use it again. So it's like maybe Garp, it was in his blood to use it too. But becoming a Marine, I feel like it takes away from I feel like your overall
Well,
ability
the
to
thing
be
is
free, kind of.
even if
Yeah,
Garp does have
I
it,
don't see that at all.
I don't think it would be a contradiction to the theory, right? Because Garp is like one of the huge outliers in the Marines.
wait.
Yeah, he is. He's a huge outlier though.
He doesn't like follow the rules like the other people do. Like
Okay, then what
most of
about
the
Aokiji
Marines
then?
most of the Marines are completely
Yeah,
subordinate
but
to
like,
their.
but I'm just using examples like Aokiji and like Saul. Like they they were Marines too, but they didn't agree with everything they had to do.
So you think Smoker's gonna be a conqueror
Like
too?
at least Luffy is doing everything he
Smoker's not
wants.
getting
That's why
conquerors.
I
his
mean,
He's
Conqueror's
not
hockey.
if we're
getting it.
using the qualifiers as like doing what you want to do, then Smoker should have it as well as like, yeah, Smoker should have it.
Yeah, but
Aokiji.
I mean, it's definitely possible. Like I wouldn't say
Katakuri
that's impossible.
Katakuri has it, and he hides in a little shed
I mean,
that
they
he
still.
builds to eat his donuts. I mean, like, how is that a
That's what I'm
That's
conquest?
just his quiet
That's what
time.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel you, Braga, but what I'm saying is, I don't. I think.
But
It's,
I'm saying that's why
like,
he probably didn't really activate it until the jacket
like,
came off, pause,
I
the
feel
scarf
like
came off, pause.
I feel like
All the clothes come off.
the only thing that Katakuri's ever done, like, for himself, is go get himself some tattoos and some like spiked wristbands.
Bro,
Other than that,
But not even that. Like
everything.
Katakuri does what he wants, bro.
is for his
Katakuri does what he
mom.
wants to do.
I like Katakuri, but everything he does revolves around his mom.
But no.
I completely disagree. Like if you really need to, anyone that's watching this, go reread from when Katakuri gets introduced. Literally, everyone looks to him for everything. He's literally
the
commanding
guy.
everyone around. He's
Yeah,
the
on
one
it
that
for his
does
mother.
everything.
Like he's
Not even
Yeah.
that. Like even when Big Mom isn't saying
Like, the
anything,
big-
he's the one that's telling people what to do. Like
yeah,
if
but
Big Mom.
in regards to the
I
Big
think
Mom.
that's only.
In regards to the Big Mom pirates.
But that's like
Okay,
that's
I
like
mean,
that's
you
only
can
because,
still
like,
argue. You can
I think
argue
that's
the
only
not his
because at the
period.
wedding
That's
it was
not
such a
his.
sporadic. It was such a sporadic moment,
Zoro-
and Katakuri can see into the future. I think that's
Yeah,
why.
but even
even
when
after
the
that,
Chateau was
Steve-O,
falling,
remember
they were
after
like,
that?
they were like, Katakuri, save us.
Yeah, and then even
Yeah, right,
after
right.
that,
that was only Galette. That was only Galette who said
no,
Katakuri
but
saved
Steve-O,
us.
even
Yeah,
after
but-
that,
but-
who
but
was giving
Fruit-
orders as
Fruit,
far as
she's
where to
not
go,
the-
Steve-O?
He's not the captain.
Even after
That was Mondor who was giving orders.
no,
bro.
he was telling Mondo what to do.
Mondor was coordinating.
I could have sworn Mondor
Mondor
was
was
the one giving
coordinating. He
orders.
was just coordinating.
He was telling everybody what to do.
Well, he
Like
made-
the center-
Well, he
was
tells
the
people to
center
do
of the
whatever, but it all
intelligence.
goes back to Katakuri.
Mondo is definitely a coordinator,
Bro,
but
you're
everything
tripping,
like the
man.
Bucks kind of stopped at Katakuri. Where Smoothie
You
was
can still
asking
argue
shit,
that whatever
Katakuri was
Zoro
ignoring the
is
fuck out of it.
doing is for Luffy and the crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Luffy has more loose like leadership, but any of Zoro's moves is fucking for Luffy and the gang. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't.
Yeah, but Zoro
Zoro
already confirmed at the beginning, like, yo, Luffy, if you ever like make me stray from what I want to do, then I'm not fucking with you. That's
Yeah.
the difference. That's the difference between Katakuri and like, Luffy, like, or Zoro. I mean, because Katakuri, every single thing he does and the orders that he's giving to this crew that isn't even his crew, it's his mom's crew. It's
Right,
all
he
for
is
the
a-
benefit. It's all for the benefit of his mother. Now
Right,
Zoro, he does
but
stuff
we don't
like
know that
he moves
Katakuri
on his
we
own.
don't know Katakuri is not like Zoro. We don't know that Katakuri is not in that mindset at all. We just know that Katakuri is a loyal and basically top dog leader in the crew.
And he's
You know what
loyal
I'm saying?
out of
He's
being
never been
scared
like-
of his mom.
I think
He's
he's
loyal
loyal to
out
a
of
fault.
he's loyal out of fear though. Like that's
loyal
not.
to a
I don't think
fault,
Katakuri is
because
scared of Big Mom.
Bro, remember when he
if
said
he
like
was logical,
remember when
he would have left. I think he would have left by now, bro. Just like you were saying.
Exactly.
earlier,
Yeah, I
Brago.
mean, yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, but then it's
It's
like,
like,
you,
bro,
you
no,
can't
no,
just
no.
tell some kid to run away from home. Like,
Yeah, but bro,
No,
No, guys, we gotta look at it. Wait, hold on one second. We gotta look at it from the perspective of Katakuri and what he's been made out to be. He was the prodigy as a child, where then everybody started depending on him. Where I feel like at this point he feels like I can't leave not only for Big Mom but for my brothers and sisters, which he's been shown to care about, right?
They literally praise him like a god.
yeah.
well, right. So
Don't you
either
think they
accept,
would
so either like
but using Zoro is not a good example because even Zoro at Thriller Bark, he was about to give up his life for Luffy, and he decided that if I'm not strong enough to protect my captain who wants to be king of the pirates, then I can never be the strongest swordman. And even
yeah.
Mihawk said, a man who puts I wonder how strong a man like this who can become, who puts his ambitions aside for somebody else.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
That takes a
Yeah,
lot
you're
as
not-
well.
Zoro
you're not-
stronger by him
hold on.
fighting for his crew.
That's another
making
thing I
him
want to
stronger.
mention. Good
Hear me
point.
out, though.
Because
Hear me
they
out,
said
though.
about
Hear
Zoro.
me out, though.
No, go ahead.
That's like doesn't work that way though, because Zora's doing that he's choosing to do that. Katakuri does stuff for his
No.
mom
But
because he
no,
has
no,
to.
no, Lampet.
We don't
I
know
think
that
here's the
Katakuri's
thing.
arm
Do you
is
think
there.
Katakuri is strong enough to have a top tier pirate crew of his own?
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously.
yeah,
100%,
so,
right?
Yeah,
But
yes.
And
his
then
mom-
choosing to stay under your mother, who's a fucking lunatic, like that's even more
doesn't
difficult.
have a choice. He
He has a
have
choice.
Brago.
He just left and came back.
How does he have a choice?
He just left and
do you
came
mean?
back. He wasn't
What do you
there.
mean left where?
I mean, it's really hard to see what.
Where did he
It's
leave?
hard to
bro?
say what
The-
Katakuri's goals are exactly, right?
Where
'Cause
did
what's
he
the
leave,
argument right now?
Brago?
What's the
Where did he
argument right now?
leave?
No, when we
Like, 'cause
first.
he came back to the island and stuff for the wedding.
Yeah.
But he was on a mission.
Where
though,
was
for
he
the
at? Where was
shows.
he at? Was he in
argument is
in
kinda
Totland? Like we don't even
out
know
of
where he
nowhere.
was. He could have been on
Like,
the
explain
42
what we're
Islands.
arguing.
It's basically like the traits of a conqueror, Ov.
It's not
Yeah,
like
and
they
whether
said
or
he-
not
it's not
Katakuri
like
has
they-
those traits.
It's not like
And-
they said, "Oh, he went to the East Blue and now he."
But we don't
retired."
know
Like,
where
could-
he went. But I'm
he
saying.
could have been at Liquor
But
Island.
I don't
like,
think
going
Big
and picking
Mom
up,
is
like,
telling
going and
Katakuri, you
picking up
can't go
donuts.
here, you can't go there. Katakuri can go wherever he wants to go, bro.
He can, but he likes to be loyal and take care of the Big Mom.
He's
pirates
this is
because
like,
needed
he's
there, 'cause
choosing to do that,
he's
which is
needed
even
there.
harder.
I think Katakuri has free reign as long as it follows the groundwork. That
Or
Big
what?
Mom
Who's
laid
gonna
out.
take him
That's what I
down?
think.
I mean, I hear
Big
you, bro.
Mom.
He's-
What you
he's-
mean?
I
Bro,
hear-
Big
I
Mom
hear
ain't
you,
going
Brago.
nowhere. She's not leaving
He's
Thailand.
choosing. He's like choosing to be there in some regards, but at the end of the day, Big Mom's crazy. She has all of her kids brainwashed by fear. Like we've
I don't think-
established, they're all shook of her, including him. Like, do you remember the scene at the wedding where she said like, "Don't dare get in my way," yada yada, and he was like shook and
He
stepped
wasn't
back,
shook.
like,
He just
stepped off.
bro.
He wasn't.
He was not shook. He
Bro,
just
stepped off.
he just ignored her and
He said
continued
step
to
back.
give
He stepped
orders.
back.
Yeah, he stepped back. That doesn't mean
He
he
just
should.
just
Just
complied.
because she said don't
He just
interrupt
complied,
my
bro.
memories
That's
doesn't mean
not
it's
being
the bitch.
shook.
Okay, so he wasn't
Your
fucking
mom
like
tells
shit.
you to
He
go
wasn't.
make your bed and you make your bed, you're shook.
If she has like a fucking frying pan next to her, yeah.
Okay, so his legs weren't like literally shaking, but what I'm saying is like he didn't he let his mom play him out in a fucking panel that we all fucking read. Like she played him clearly. Like she's the kids are like
weak niggas in the crew play
That's
Luffy all the
Big
time.
Mom.
Niggas be
Yeah.
slapping that nigga
That's
upside the
Big
head.
Mom. That's a Yonko.
What?
That's
Bro,
a Yonko.
Come on, bro.
man.
How is that even like a valid argument? Like, oh, they
Because that
played-
nigga has
Lu-
conqueror's hockey still. That nigga's a
Luffy, yeah,
conqueror.
Luffy's the main character and he's an idiot and he's based off of Goku. Of course he's gonna act stupid and get clowned around. Like, of course that.
But Katakuri didn't even get clowned. She just told him to do something. He's like, all right, cool, I got it. But then even after that, he continued to give orders. Like he didn't just stop. He didn't pull a smoothie and just stop doing shit. Or well, she didn't do anything to stop.
Yeah.
But it's
I
like
don't know, I'm gonna be real. That chapter was so long.
Yeah, you
ago
can't
that I don't
stop
really-
doing shit if you weren't doing
exactly.
shit in the
That's a good
first place.
point.
Exactly.
I don't really remember
But apparently
exactly
she's
what he
more
did,
valuable
so
than
I can't-
Katakuri, so I don't know.
Yeah, he kept talking and continued to do what he wanted to do. He didn't stop. He just like fuck it. All right, whatever. You crazy, whatever. I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do. Like I think Katakuri possesses the traits of a conqueror. But I feel
Yeah,
like
I was gonna ask you guys, what did you guys think of his past though? Like that one little panel and stuff we got of him as a kid. Do you think that's like enough?
I guess
to, like,
he's a
hold
prodigy,
solid to
right?
Stuff, or like, So like the whole thing they're making fun of
Yeah,
him and shit. Like, you
100%,
think that was enough for that one panel, or
We're
like,
gonna get
I feel
more.
like the reason why people were
As far as for a backstory goes in general.
yeah, as a
Based on
backstory,
that situation,
I
what we got
mean-
right there, that was enough. That was enough.
I feel like
Yeah.
the people that were upset like by reading the spoilers, I think it's because like once we actually got the chapter and now I think everyone's gonna like digest it a little better because and I think that like little panel of the like flashback, even though it was very short, small, it wasn't like a lot. I think that gave us a little bit of context as to like just what Katakuri's like really about and how he really is, and I think that's what separated the spoiler from the actual chapters because I also read the spoilers and was kind of like a little bummed. It didn't seem to add up.
yeah.
But I feel like the flashback definitely.
What this
helped,
shows, what this tells me is that Katakuri is truly like the perfect like big brother. Because when we see like
Yeah.
Cracker, he's kind of like sadistic. Like he was trying to torture like Luffy and Nami. Where Katakuri is just like, I mean, we had the whole thing where he's like making fun of Luffy and shit like that. But I think he was kind of playing it up. Where he's just trying to like get a good fight out of Luffy because he even said he would be a big problem for Big Mom. So I think he was kind of see like, are my suspicions correct with how I felt about him? But I think Katakuri is like the perfect big brother, the perfect part because I'm comparing to like Doflamingo, and what Doflamingo do with Katakuri did this chapter, fucking hell no. Doflamingo is like, oh shit, you help me, I'm taking you out regardless. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
you got to respect that. But with that, we hit like 600 people watching, which is fucking dope.
Hey, like the stream.
Yo, like the
stream.
stream.
That's got to be a record.
That
right?
is a record. That is a
New
record. 600
record.
people watching.
Hey, that's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, what's been happening?
I'm not sure like why so many people are up at 2 a.m. right now, but I guess the chapter was that hype.
They here for you.
Yeah, chapter's all that's what
I appreciate them, but I had a
They
donation.
here for you, man.
I had a donation. They said, why aren't we talking about Hunter x Hunter?
Oh my god.
Freestyle Fletcher.
Wow.
And then
Was that
Aura,
Aura?
and then Aura said, that's a great question. Why aren't we talking about Hunter x Hunter?
Wow.
We gotta have a Hunter x Hunter stream this weekend, definitely.
Hey, but that chapter though, I don't know.
We definitely gotta have a Hunter x Hunter stream this weekend. Shit is popping. Shit is popping off. And Freestyle Fletcher also said, Brago, can you sub to me? I have a Dragon Ball Super video with a concept no one has brought up. It's my first vid, but yeah, I have spirituality videos coming out too.
What does that mean?
Maybe he's religious and shit.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Shout out to Freestyle Fletcher.
Or maybe he means spirituality as far as it as far as it's
Spirituality.
concerned within
You gotta like, why didn't you say like
within
I got
the Dragon Ball
charisma,
context.
I got swag? Like, why didn't you say
Is
something?
spirituality a thing in Dragon
Subscribe
Ball?
to my channel, dogs.
You fooling.
Don't do that.
maybe.
Yeah, Froob about to dissect.
I got a special collab video with one of the legends coming up.
Oh my.
Oh wow.
One of the
Is it a
legends.
lurking legend?
One,
That's
that's
just getting
kind of
a
vague. One of the
legend?
legends of
The
what?
What, Fifth Son?
One of the legends of the One Piece community.
Okay.
Yeah, Fifth Son.
Cool. They say Luffy. Slicks bro
I'm not
donated.
trolling, by the way.
Slicks bro says Luffy and Zoro are the top two
What that nigga
supernovas.
flipping at, man?
Wait, let me ask you guys this: Are Luffy and Zoro the top two supernovas right now? In you guys' opinion? That's what Slicks bro said.
Nah, I don't think so.
Mm.
I got Luffy. at
Luffy's
number
one for sure.
but I
Only
think,
Zoro. Only Zoro
I think
fanboys
Drake.
would put
I
him
think
at
Drake
two.
or Kid would be number 2 though.
Yeah, definitely Kid. I think Drake is a sleeper. For
Kid
me.
number 2.
And you
Rouge
got to
has to
give
be
a
in the top
Root some
three, though.
respect.
If Luffy's number 1, then Kid's number 2.
Yeah, you got to give a Root some respect as well because what he
I think
accomplished.
it goes Luffy 1.
I can see a
Zoro
Rouge
2.
being number
Yeah,
2.
like
Drake
Luffy,
3.
Kid, Rouge. Luffy, Kid, Rouge. In that order.
Ango says double
Nah, I think-
TKO. Will they have a draw? A draw? How can a draw work here? Could that be a thing?
They punch each other in the
Take 'em out of the mirror
face,
world.
you know.
Honestly, I would be so happy with a draw at this point, but
How
Yeah,
would that work? How would it
That's what I'm
work
saying.
out?
Like, how would
They
based
both
on the
get knocked
story?
out.
No, it can't be a draw. It definitely
I
cannot
don't know,
be a
like
draw.
fucking.
Brulee.
Wait, what do you mean it can't be a draw?
Right, so
Why not?
Broly's
Based on the
kind of both
story,
of them
how
out in
do
the
you
real
think it could be a draw? Like,
I think
Yeah,
I
Brulee.
don't think it
fucking-
could be a draw.
I
I
think
don't know, I
Brulee
rather-
loves
I'd rather
Katakuri
just
so
look at the
much. I think she would follow his will, and I think she would be thinking like Katakuri would want him to survive.
yeah,
Yeah, I would hate that.
I rather just
I don't
Luffy
give
win
a
the
fuck.
fight,
I
man.
would hate that.
Luffy just
It
I
was-
mean,
wins.
man.
if Luffy also respects him and then feels like, oh, I learned something from this person too. He made me stronger. He's not gonna want to like embarrass him or do anything crazy, but he is gonna want to at least beat him, and then make it out the mirror.
that is true.
And it's
Luffy
not-
would
I
do
want
something.
to see a conclusion to this, man. This is
I
really
would think-
tiring
Yo,
now.
you backing
Like,
up on what
I can see
Laz
what
was
they
saying
do.
earlier. Do you guys think that there's gonna be another chapter with like deep Katakuri backstory type shit, or like you said,
Nah.
is that,
But you know what I can see though? What I can
I
see
hope
would
so.
be so sick is that like I can understand completely where Katakuri is coming from. Luffy's perspective, he's gonna be like, I understand what you're trying to do as a brother and everything. You're trying to take care of your family. I can kind of connect with that, with Ace and Sabo and stuff. And even though I fell before, I can still pick myself up And like in a way, kind of like go with him. It's like, you know, you're trying to do your best for your family and stuff, and I'm trying to do the same thing with mine with my crew. So I can see something like that happen next chapter where they have that kind of talk.
But Katakuri's backstory doesn't make sense for how he was acting with Luffy, saying, "Yo, you fell. Why don't you get up?" Like falling is trash, pretty much. Like, I'm sure you felt being picked on like back then. Why are you like completely not?
Maybe not, because they were running from him, and like they were running from him, saying, "Yo, that nigga's still a monster," but he's ugly.
Yeah,
that is true.
I mean, I told you guys, his mom yanked his jaw, man. Like,
I mean, that just kind of goes back to what I said. Like, he just kind of was talking shit the entire fight. Like, it's just his character. Like, he just talks shit.
But I feel like they were empty words, though. You know what I mean? It wasn't like.
I really do think he has an ego, like I said, but I don't want to get back in that argument.
Yeah, I feel like we're seeing like the real Katakuri. Like, you know, the fight starts now. This is like him. This is like him. This is like him being real now.
Dude, the thing is, even though you're being serious, is whenever you say the fight starts now, I just can't take the rest of what you're saying seriously.
I know.
It's such a meme at this point.
I mean, I am kind of real, as you know. But, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I do genuinely think that for the most part, he was kind of just keeping up the persona, and at this point, like after Flambear or whatever pissed him off, at this point he's just like, fuck it, I just want to box this dude.
Yeah.
Like validly, like not have these people shooting needles and stuff, you know.
Another thing I was disappointed in.
The only thing that disappointed me about this chapter is that he didn't notice.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed in beef on his ass. Like,
I mean, they said it was an invisible needle, though, right?
No, they said it was a silent needle.
Oh, silent needle.
But even if it was invisible, I mean, the man can see the future.
I mean, that should probably.
I mean, yeah, but like, how would you?
I mean, if he was paying attention mainly to Luffy,
yeah.
So I feel like he can get away with not really realizing the needle because Luffy didn't even realize it.
Right.
You know?
Is the silent needle Kizaru speed?
Yeah.
It's weird though because it went through and through his leg, and if he was so focused on Luffy, you would think he would notice something penetrating, going through and through Luffy's body. You know what I mean? So I could see people like not liking that, but I mean it doesn't. Really
I mean I guess I could see it, but to argue against it, you could say like he was more focused on like Luffy either getting up attacking him because at that same time, right before that, a few pages, he said, you know, this guy's approaching me closely. So it's kind of like you want to attack, but you want to be on guard at the same time.
Yeah.
Do you guys think? Serious question. Do you guys think Owen still has a chance of showing up?
Serious question.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. The second he said serious question, you knew it wasn't going to be a serious question.
I think Owen is actually. I think Owen actually is Katakuri's like. I think Owen is Katakuri's middle name actually.
That may be a thing.
He's like alter ego.
I'm seeing that shit everywhere too. People say Owen everywhere, so like that's the thing.
That's probably who's gonna stop the fight. They're gonna knock
each
other
out.
Owen's gonna carry both.
Right. Dude, like who did it?
About the mirror world.
Right. Katakuri is like wakes up in the Metayenda, and Luffy wakes up on the ship. Like, what happened? Who did this? To see like Owen.
Like, it's you.
He just seemed like in the distance.
Brother Owen, you're back.
I'll say this though.
How did you get into the mirror world?
Did anyone else when they...
I am the mirror world. What are you saying,
Owen ate Brulee.
I mean, this like Owen's gonna be in the next chapter. I don't know. Someone's asking like how long you think the fight's gonna last. I mean, I think at this point we're definitely going away from the fight next chapter.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. How long do you guys think the arc's gonna last?
Chapters.
The arc at this point, the arc is gonna conclude. I think based on this fight as well, where it's like they're all gonna kind of, I guess, end at the same time. It's gonna be like maybe a couple chapters after that. But I don't know. They can't have like the typical banquet and shit on this island. I don't think.
But what number would you say it would be?
Dustin was having like a little. He's having like this little challenge right now where it's like people are trying to like guess what the last chapter is.
Yeah, like I chose like what chapter 905. So like what chapter?
903. I
got 903. Man, I need that money too, man.
You need that money.
Need that money.
Chapter as far as I would say, probably 905.
Yeah. So if I get the 100,
I have 916.
Fuck.
I have
916. Damn, nigga, you think this is end into next year?
Nah, it's like 20 chapters. I feel like it's gonna be more to the Katakuri and Luffy fight, and I feel like Sanji's also gonna get a fight.
He gonna get a little tussle.
I rag on Sanji all the time, but I feel like if anybody, he'll fight Oven because Oven seems to be the only one formidable on Kakao Island.
Daifuku's pretty powerful.
He's guarding the mirror, so that would be like I feel like he would pose a threat. Like if Luffy
not fighting anybody,
comes out the mirror, you don't think so? I mean, I
think it's Daifuku, bro.
Either, but I feel like if anybody.
I'm
half trolling when I say that, but like honestly, if Oda makes a Sanji fight, Smoothie, I'm never like I don't care. Sanji's just the most trash character ever.
He's not gonna fight.
No one can ever tell me different. If he does, I'm just telling you.
He's not gonna
quietly,
fight
do you also think that Luffy's gonna solo Big Mom?
No. I don't think Luffy's gonna solo Big Mom. I do think she's gonna fall this arc, but I'm not on the solo.
Yeah, the
Shout
Plus,
out
falling
to my
part,
nigga
I
Dustin.
don't.
Shout out to the big homie Dustin and shit.
Yeah,
Facts.
shout out to Dustin. But the fallen part, I don't know, like, because that has different meanings as far as what that's concerned with. As
When I,
far-
when
I
I
think
say
it really
fall, I just think
happens.
she's gonna go
She can tip
down.
over.
Like
Depends what
I
happens
think
with
she,
Capone.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, do you know that the history between the St. Valentine's Day massacre with Al Capone and like the Big Mom gang, like the actual lore with that? Because like how Al Capone, like on Valentine's Day, actually like killed like Big Mom's crew. So like, can you see
Wait,
a possibility
what?
of that happening? You don't know
Wait,
this story?
there was
No, I
actually
know
a
what you're
gang called the
talking
Big
about.
Mom Gang.
That's what it was called.
Hey
Big
man,
Mom.
I
Yeah,
know,
that's-
I know they murdered.
The
Thing is, we and Bravo did research on this. I don't remember anything about the.
I remember
Big
seeing
Mom
Big
being
Mom.
involved. Yeah, you guys must have fucking read some janky ass shit.
I'll find it right now.
The Big Mom crew. I remember. I don't remember no Big Mom crew.
Me and Bravo did research on this shit. I don't remember.
Maybe
the Big
that's
Mom.
what. Because remember, what's his name? Fred
That's what
Burke.
it's based on.
Huh?
Yeah, Fred Burke. Yeah,
I-
that was the guy that did it.
yeah, there's a guy that did it. I don't. I don't know about. I don't remember seeing a Big Mom. This is Sanji the strategist and the CQC master. Huh? What is that?
That's what I mean. Like, it's cool if he. I think that it's cool if he's a strategist. Like, I always think Sanji's cool until people like really want to compare him to Zoro, like heavy. But I feel like there's no need. Like, why do people want the
They
Cook
have
to be
different
like
things
you
that
know,
they
stronger
do.
than the Suigan?
I don't like when people do that either. What you just did, because
This
Sanji
nigga
is
fruit.
definitely like a parallel to Zoro.
A parallel.
CQC stands for close quarters.
Well, I mean, like if you look at like the entire story, Sanji's always been
I don't
compared
think
to
so.
Zoro. Like they're the ones
Yeah.
butting heads all the time. They're the monster
Yeah.
trio. Like
I know that there's the ones butting heads and everything. I just feel like Zoro's like a little
But
bit
they have
stronger.
different
Zoro's a
set of
good-
Yeah,
skills.
Zoro's
Just it.
definitely a little bit stronger, but that's all it is in my opinion. I hate when people try to like outweigh it like Zoro.
yeah, I know
was
you mean.
supposed
Where
to
it's
shit on
like,
Sanji.
yeah.
They say
I know.
Zoro's. Yo,
For
people
what-
say Zoro's beating Sanji without his swords, bro. People.
That's
He got no sword style, man. It
For,
can happen.
For what it's worth, to bring up my boy that watches One Piece and he don't really watch any other anime or read any manga and stuff, I asked him what he thought about Zoro and Sanji, and he said that it's like clear as day that Zoro is stronger than Sanji. And he's at Fishman Island right now. He just finished Fishman Island.
Man, he's a casual. His thoughts don't matter.
I mean, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding. I mean,
Wow.
sometimes it's refreshing to
Yeah,
hear
that's
the-
true. That's
the
true because they're
opinion
just looking at it
of a
from what they've
casual.
seen. Yeah.
Because I hop in here and we talk about this shit like really, really in depth, and then I talk to him and he's just like, oh yeah, Marco like seems kind of whack, and like Zoro's like clearly stronger than. And I feel like if you don't overanalyze it, like I think anyone that would say that Zoro hasn't been shown to be stronger than Sanji
Well, that's
would
the
just
thing. Like
like they would just be lying to themselves, like you
It's
know.
very
and I like
clear
and I
that,
like
like,
Sanji because I like
portrayal-
bitches. You know what I'm saying?
the portrayal of Zoro is like way better than the portrayal of Sanji. Like
Yeah, but it's the
If you
character
guys-
that's better too.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
if you guys
to
go
me,
back
Zoro's
and-
character is better.
Yeah,
you guys go
Sanji's
back
character's
and
in.
watch
Really?
the fucking debate with King of Lightning where we were doing the Zoro versus Sanji thing. He's like, well, if you calculate, Sanji was 20,000 feet under water pressure when he. It's like, yo, you have
And
to
you say it's
stretch
like
it.
knocking
You
over
have to
like
stretch
Twin
it
Towers or
so
some shit.
far.
That
to,
is a
like,
factor though.
get Sanji.
What's a
Like
fact?
Watatsumi was
The
as
water
big as
pressure is a
mountain.
factor though.
Sanji flamed him, and it's like, oh man. It's like the portrayal really isn't like that if you're not analyzing the story like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Sanji definitely
they
looks
just have a
weaker.
different set of skills. But Zoro, I think Zoro is slightly stronger. Slightly. I don't think it's a
Yeah,
beat
better
down
like
It would be
100%.
very hard to say anything otherwise at this point.
This is Zoro's clearly superior to Longi. Niggas got chill. Like,
Yeah, shout out to Longi.
I mean, I agree. Zoro is clearly stronger, but I don't think it's like niggas who say Zoro would low diff him. I don't agree with
hell no.
It would be mid. It would be like mid diff.
It ain't mid diff either.
It's like
Wow.
It's like close to leaps and bounds.
It's not mid diff. It's high diff.
that. I feel like it's gotta be a high diff just based on their portrayal. It's
Yeah.
gotta be high diff.
It's gonna be high diff.
I mean, I think if someone says low diff, they're pretty much like trolling you.
Yeah, and like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
I know
mid-
some people that would say low diff and be deadly serious.
I think.
oh yeah, I definitely know
That-
some people like
that's
that as
kind of
well.
crazy.
The people who take feats way too like they just think that's gospel.
Hey man, first
When
of
a
all,
nigga don't
Sanji's
when a
beating
nigga
out
don't have
Kiji
feats,
because
it's
he can
like,
fly. That's the
They
first
just
thing.
trash.
That's the first thing we
Listen,
gotta
man,
acknowledge.
the only people who say that, like, there are some people that are just completely biased, and just you should never listen to their opinions.
Like you.
If you really think that Sanji or Zoro can low diff Sanji, it's just like, come on, bro. You don't need to be talking about One Piece ever.
Yo,
I'm usually biased like that too, but I'm just trying to be serious and shit. So I'm
Yeah,
not
so
gonna, I'm not
Sanji
gonna
got
say,
like
I'm not
the
gonna
overall,
say low.
Sanji's
But you
like,
know, the thing is, Sanji's a cool character, and like I do think he is strong. But I just like the way his character has been portrayed to me. This arc, I really didn't like it. I really
I
don't like
agree.
it.
I agree.
I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, see,
I'm not a
there's
huge
a few
fan of
things.
it. The only thing I wasn't a huge fan of is him kind of turning on Luffy. That whole fight. That you know.
Yeah.
I
That
never
really
liked
rubbed
that
me the wrong
shit.
way.
I didn't like it with
And
the
then,
Usopp when he kicked Luffy. Like I don't like niggas putting
see,
their hands on
I'll
Luffy.
and
see.
it's the cuffs.
Alright,
It's the
Brago,
cuffs,
This
but
is
not even the cuffs. It's him. He kicked Luffy like that because of Zeph. But then Reiju told him, "Hey, just worry about that after you escape." And he just said, "Like, okay, cool, boom." He went to go kick Bobbins. Like that's all it took.
Hey, come on, bro. Why was
Hey,
he
go
doing
handle this after you. Worry about this after you escape.
that?
He could have bended that. And I just feel like him knowing Luffy. People say he's just like the smartest straw hat. You should have known beating up Luffy would not do anything to stop him from coming
Right.
to get you. Like that
Right.
was a waste of time and waste of energy.
Yeah,
See,
it was a
And
plot
anything.
point.
Maybe how about you just kick him off the carriage and just keep going?
But
You
Luffy,
feel me? Like what's the
See,
point of
my-
the
picking
thing
him
is,
up?
if
Luffy's not gonna
he
chase him?
didn't show, if Sanji didn't
I mean,
show
I guess
Luffy
he's gonna
his
chase him,
conviction,
but-
Luffy would have chased him the whole
He
time.
didn't chase him.
So it's like Sanji
Exactly.
doing
Yeah,
that. Luffy,
I guess you. Yeah,
he
that's a
had
good
to do
argument.
that to show Luffy.
I mean,
like,
realistically,
that's what has to happen right now. You get like, I can't come with you right
I
now.
feel like in hindsight, Luffy and Sanji and Nami could have took him and like fought him. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah,
feel like
well,
they could've
remember
fought
Luffy?
against him and
Luffy
just-
was like, I don't know, because how Luffy handled the goddamn army. Luffy could have definitely taken the Vince Smoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
At this point, from what we've seen from them, but he was tired.
I
So
mean,
wait,
come on, bro.
so
Luffy-
do you guys think Gear 4 Luffy, or do you guys think it will even take Gear 4 Luffy to go off against all the Vince Smoke,
Yeah,
or what?
at that point,
do you think
yeah.
Vince Smoke could do
But
it
I don't
without
think he could
Nami
go
and
Gear
Sanji?
Fourth there.
Is the
Could
question.
he go Gear Fourth at that point?
If he could go Gear Fourth, I think they win. But I don't know if he could have won Gear Fourth.
I mean, he could.
Because this
but
is
he
right
knocked out
after fighting Cracker. I mean, he did
Yeah.
eat a lot,
I mean,
and then
did he
he
messed up
strike,
though?
but he should, yeah.
Okay, take
Yeah.
away the Cracker situation. I'm just talking about just solo, like solo Luffy. Okay, like
Versus
Now
the-
we gotta
Luffy
add
versus
the Cracker
Vince
in.
Smoke.
Versus the Vince
Because
Smoke,
we
yeah,
talking
he's
about
taking him out. He's taking him out. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
But with the situation though,
We say what?
Wait, hold on. You say Sanji can, or I mean, sorry, Luffy can solo all the Vince Smokes?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah,
you
that's
said?
what the question was.
No, I don't think you can, but I think you can do it with Sanji. I don't think Luffy can
Wait,
solo.
what have you
I,
seen
I,
from
I
the
would
Vince
hope
Smokes
not.
to
I
make
want
it
the
think
Vince
he
Smokes to
could?
be strong.
I don't know what
But, I
y'all
mean-
see from
Yeah.
the
I
Vince
think with
Smoke.
Sanji they could 2v4.
Sanji's solo,
No,
dude.
not with
That-
Sanji. Not
See,
not
the
with
reason-
Sanji.
the
Not
reason
with
why
Sanji.
The reason why I haven't given an opinion on it is because I don't feel like we've seen enough from the Vince Smokes to really like.
Yeah.
Say
I
say
mean,
that
I
he could
agree.
solo,
I
like,
agree.
the
But
whole
based on
fam-
what
the
we've
whole
seen,
family.
based on what we've
Yeah,
seen,
Based on what we've
Katakuri
seen,
one
yeah,
shot
yeah,
the strongest Vince Smoke apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, based on what we've
Yeah.
seen, I guess.
No, one
Gear Four,
panel
fre-
him.
a fresh
One
Gear
panel.
Four
Gear Four
Luffy
should be able to
He
take him
literally,
out.
yeah, he literally
yes,
dealt
I
him
agree.
so easily.
In
He had him
one
by the
panel.
neck
He
and
can do it to
everything.
TG. He can do it to the
And if
others.
we do like, if
But
we say
speak-
Luffy's on his level now, Luffy's deal
he should be able to do it.
nothing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if Luffy has access to the observation hockey while in
Yeah.
Gear 4th, then it's
It's
Kurt.
not. And Sanji
Curtains
off
for
screen
everybody.
Yanji. Like they have no
Yeah.
chance.
You guys think
That's a
Luffy's
fact.
gonna pull out a new form? You guys think Luffy's gonna pull out a new form?
No.
You know, it's
I would-
funny.
I would
It's
never-
funny you
It's
asked
not.
that.
It's not
It's
necessary.
fine.
It's not necessary.
You know,
No,
it's,
I don't think
it's
so.
I
funny.
what do you mean it's not
It's not
necessary?
necessary.
It's funny you asked that because
I
I wanted to ask you
He can
guys.
just
what
use
was
his
it?
Gear 4. That's
Yeah.
it. Like,
I wanted to ask you guys at the end
He
of the
already
chapter.
acknowledged that they're the same. You don't
At
need
the-
a new form.
At the end of the chapter, before they used the Conqueror's Hockey, when he said like, "Oh, it's like they're not going to be able to handle what's about to come next," my first initial thought, because I read the spoilers, but I forgot about the Conqueror's Hockey thing. So like,
Thought
my
Katakuri's
first thought
gonna
was
join
like,
the crew?
"Oh, Luffy's about to like do something." And I mean, it could have been Gear 4, or it could have been like, he was about to like do some new, fucking whatever. But turned out it was just the hockey.
I mean, the thing
But
is,
I was
they
like,
finished each other's sentence, so it's like, I was like, okay, it's like a joint attack.
Yeah, they on
like-
some definitely observation
is
weird
that-
twin shit.
Yeah,
"Oh, is that how you read that? That like that was the rest of Katakuri's sentence?"
yeah. Because he said our spectators sure are
That's how I
noisy.
kind of read it too.
They said in
I
any
kind of
case.
wish they showed us Flampe's bounty, because when
She
he
ain't got a
knocked her
fucking
out,
bounty.
the Conqueror's Hockey. No, I'm just saying when she got knocked out, I kind of want to see where she was at. So I wanted to see where like
Okay, I hear you.
how strong was Luffy.
Like a scale to
I wanna-
see how. Okay,
yeah.
I get you. I get you.
Is it still only where he's only knocking out fodder, or has he gotten it a little bit higher? Where
Flampe
he's
isn't fodder.
kind of mid character.
Wait, is she fodder?
I mean,
That's
she got
why-
hit with
that's
the
why
Conqueror's
father-
hockey.
I
So
think
she
she's
has to be
father
fucking
takes the
good.
Conqueror's
That's why I
hockey,
wanted
yeah.
to see.
I mean,
the
she
build.
got a box.
I mean,
Double
I think-
dose.
I
She with
think-
double dose.
She got a box.
think
That's
anyone
true.
gets knocked with
Katakuri's
Conqueror's
and
father.
Luffy's. So she's gonna be gone anyway.
I mean, but I think we have to, like, at this point, like, especially by the time this fight's over, we're gonna have to say that, like, all of Luffy's, like, abilities and, like,
We say I knew.
that, because, like, Katakuri literally said, he said
didn't
that,
hear
like,
that
he's like on my level, you know what I mean? So, like, I feel like we have to, like, look at
So
it.
do you
Like,
think do you think Katakuri has like a extra level of Conqueror's haki too? Because like Luffy has fought Katakuri, who's had like an extra level of every kind of haki now, and I didn't
Yes.
even think
No.
didn't think Katakuri had Conquerors. So does he have like another level or
I-
using it in a different way?
I feel like it shouldn't,
No,
or it would have
no.
overlapped his in this chapter. It would,
Yeah, exactly.
If his was already stronger, it wouldn't have been able to. Like,
I think
they
Oda-
basically was like, "Yo, let's go ahead and take them out with this."
If
real
he had
quick.
another
Yeah, I
level,
think
so
Oda
King
clearly
Conquerors,
showed that
we're
they were on
getting
the same
another
level.
like.
This would be a
Yeah,
no.
come with
Actually,
level.
no. They can still show that where Katakuri could go into his speech saying, "I see you have Conqueror's hockey, but this is another level like Doflamingo had with
I mean, but the thing is,
Oh, man.
Awakening."
this is my whole thing. Why? If
It's a training
if
arc.
Katakuri's Conqueror's hockey was better than Luffy, why wouldn't he? Like, Oda would draw at least like a little bit less symmetrical. Like, it was completely symmetrical.
But the thing is, it's like as far
they
as
both were
as
putting
far
up
as
the same
Conquerors
advantage.
and the base Conquerors, it's even. But if you can take it up a notch, Luffy can't do that yet. If that's the case, like when Doflamingo went through.
I mean,
I
maybe,
feel like
but I
if it's
just
a battle, if it's a battle
I
of
just don't think
wills,
so, but-
Luffy wins.
Yeah. Well,
Battle
yeah,
of
he
wills,
should.
then Luffy definitely wins.
I mean, yeah, 100%. Like, I mean,
I feel like it depends if Katakuri is still using the peerless donuts. I mean, if he's still using those, because he had the auras around his hands.
Yeah.
I just feel like that is just an unfair move.
unfair.
Yeah, that's yeah, it's just unfair.
People say Gear Fourth is unfair, but nah.
Yeah.
I think
Galactic.
What does that mean?
That's unfair.
I guess the
Yo,
boost.
he finally gave that move a name.
What peerless? Oh, Galactic Donuts.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
Yeah, the Galactic Donuts, peerless.
He say-
Sometimes I
he
think
say
Invis is
Mochi
peerless.
Shaku. I'm talking about the one.
That'd be so lit.
Oh,
talking about the
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not even I wasn't even talking about the one in the last chapter. That one was even worse.
What do you call it?
I'm just talking
Ginchaku?
about the
What's it
normal
called?
Yeah, Mochi Ginchaku.
Ochaku.
Nunchaku, yeah.
That's like his Gatling,
Sounds
right?
like the
That's his
fucking-
Gatling.
It sounds like the It sounds
Yeah.
like the name from the chick from My Hero.
Who?
I don't know.
Which-
But I love that move though. It's lit.
Who's Ginchaku in My Hero? Oh, Chaco?
Like, he's still
No,
got
it's
50
not
seconds.
Ochaku.
Oh,
Ochako.
I'm like,
Ochako, yeah.
Yeah.
so with
I
some
don't
news
read
I
that
saw
shit.
on Twitter, where Gintoki is gonna be voicing Katakuri in the anime,
Yeah, I saw that too.
Sugita
Oh, that's pretty
Davis.
cool.
and they say he's from
Sugita's
he's from JoJo as well. I'm not sure. As people putting
Yeah,
JoJo.
he voices Joseph.
Joseph,
the
right?
Second one.
I like Joseph a lot.
And he's from Gintama too.
Yeah, so that's gonna be dope. I can't
No
wait.
spoilers.
I'll just say this: if you like Toki's voice
Spoilers.
acting,
Get out of here!
Katakuri
That's
did
not
a
a
good job, man.
spoiler.
No, I'm just saying,
I
man.
like
just
his voice.
before anybody says anything,
Bro, why don't you go
Stable,
watch
that's
all the
on you.
anime so
You're
you
caught
can
up.
stop getting spoiled, man? Get out of here.
man, I'm just trying to take.
I'm just in the call, man. I'm just in the call, man. I'm just trying to do my thing. They say he's gonna voice Escanor. I don't know who that is, so
Yo.
yeah,
Yo.
he is. Yeah.
I don't,
Okay.
I don't know.
That
Who
is-
Escanor.
Okay.
Hey, Sugita Cloud, man.
Oh yeah.
Wait, actually, you know what?
Oh.
I've seen enough thumbnails where niggas were like, Escanor is so hype. Is that big ass nigga with a mustache,
Yeah.
ain't it?
Escanor is hype.
That
He
big
is.
ass
that-
nigga with the
Is
mustache.
that at My
He is
Hero or what?
That's
from
that's
Seven
Deadly
sins.
Sins.
That's sins. Because
Oh, that's
Yeah.
trash ass, man. Why do we
Stop.
ruin it? Why do we always ruin the One Piece streams with these trash ass
Get out of
series?
here,
7
man.
Stop
Fans, Hunter, like, yo, this is a One Piece
Get out
stream.
of here, man.
Leave that filth at the fucking door, bro.
Did you just say Hunter x Hunter is trash?
I'm just.
I was like, yo, these niggas about to get at you. But shout out to OG
One
Luffy.
Piece.
I can't believe how many times I say a series is trash, and Matt's like, yo, get Froob
Get
out
the
of here.
fuck outta here.
Yo, get food out of here.
He,
I think
he falls for it every time.
I think
bro.
the worst was when you said Dragon Ball was trash, bro. Niggas like,
Oh,
niggas like,
No,
what?
he
Everyone
believes it.
Okay,
He
hold on.
believes that.
That
He
is the
believes
one
that.
thing I'm not actually trolling about. Dragon Ball is
Oh
fucking
my
trash.
God,
I don't
for
care
real.
what anyone says.
That's a
Oh, yeah.
conversation
I'ma
for
keep it
another
up.
day.
Dragon Ball was pretty good actually.
That's a
I'ma keep
conversation.
it
I
up.
went back
Dragon
and
Ball-
watched
I
OG
listen, man,
Dragon Ball. I
this is
went
what
back
I'm
and
gonna
watched
say.
like 2
Dragon
years. I
Ball,
went back and watched like 2 years ago just for reference. It was pretty good, bro.
Dragon Ball is
Kamehameha
basically
against the car.
Dragon Ball is
Yeah.
basically like the Tupac of anime. It's kind of like It's all right, but like people can't really say it's trash. People can't really say it's trash because like if you say it's trash, then all the fanboys are like, "Yo, you don't understand what real hip hop is, dog."
I mean,
That's a fair comparison. That he
Yeah,
just
I
did.
mean,
Real
I'll
animators,
give
I
him
dude.
agree with that.
that.
but you have to also acknowledge that Tupac is a goat.
Just like Dragon Ball's a goat.
Yeah.
I mean,
mean-
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I can acknowledge that it's a legendary.
Dragon
How do I
Ball,
word?
Dragon Ball.
Listen, man.
You already said it was trash. You
Alright,
can't say
whatever,
anything
I'll
worse
just
than that. Go for it.
Hot garbage.
Wait,
know,
freestyle.
I'll just
Seven
say
Dead-
it's. I'll just say it's overhyped. There you go.
Ah,
That's
I feel like
fair.
you might have waited a little too long to watch it, maybe.
probably.
I dropped 7 Deadly Sins on like the 2nd episode.
Oh,
Wow.
Something wrong with you, bro.
Wow.
Sins was the anime for Sins. The first season was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
wait, wasn't the second episode? Wait, when did they show the Gil Thunder scene when he threw the spear?
Episode 2. Episode 2.
When he threw the
Episode
spear,
2.
wasn't that the first episode?
That scene. There's no way you saw that scene and you
I
dropped it.
dropped it like first.
Yeah, that's episode 2, bro.
I dropped it like first
I dropped
5
it-
minutes. First 5 minutes, second episode.
He dropped that shit.
I dropped this when we saw the big girl. Whatever episode the big
Diana?
girl was in. Yeah, so
You
What? You saw them big titties and you dropped it,
Bro,
bro?
I dropped that shit after the first episode, dude. That bitch, he
Same,
raped,
bro.
He raped the
Oh, I'm
bitch.
disappointed.
He didn't rape anyone.
I'm disappointed.
There's no
I
Me
don't
Too
remember him
movement in
raping
Sins.
nobody. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
that bitch
Yeah.
was sleeping and he was copping a feel, bro. He
What
let him
anime
sleep
you
straight.
watching, Foob?
Damn, rape.
What? You
That's
don't
not,
remember
that's
that
not
scene where the
rape.
bitch
That's
is-
not rape. That's molestation.
And she liked
Oh,
it.
come
Yeah.
on, tell-
She liked that
What did he
shit.
do?
Aw.
Food.
Yeah.
He was groping her without
Fruit,
her
she liked that
permission, but
shit.
he liked it.
Listen, bro, you really sound like you're perpetuating a
he
rape.
was-
She
he
liked
was-
that shit.
He was
Oh,
Donald
she
Trumping.
liked it. She liked it.
That's because we are.
Then why is she blushing? Why is she blushing, Froob? Why is she blushing if she ain't like that shit?
Nice.
She bowed it, man.
Listen, man. Someone clip this
Nah,
shit.
Froob about
send
to
it
be a
fucking
social
Bravo
justice
HR.
warrior for the
The,
Sins.
the
This is
seven,
HR,
the 7 Deadly Sins main character is like a Trump supporter or something. I can't fucking.
Wait. Meliodas?
Wow.
Explain this. Explain this.
You just hurt my feelings with that one, man.
Wow.
Where do we come to this conclusion?
I don't know where
I
this
don't know.
is
Y'all said
going.
he said he's groping women on the first episode and shit.
I mean, she kind of asked for it, bro. She asked for it.
But is he building
Oh,
a
see,
wall?
you didn't tell me she asked.
She
for
asked
it.
for it.
Well, I mean, so I. You
So,
know.
so yo, did all y'all love Devilman Crybaby? Y'all love that shit?
Never was.
Oh.
I watched the
Devilman
first like
was
6
lit.
episodes, and it's a great change of pace from regular and traditional anime. I say that.
Yeah.
Kids, you should
I
not.
think-
Kids should not be watching
I
that
think
anime.
it's
To be honest,
hard, kinda.
Yeah,
I feel like
18
yeah, I feel like,
plus.
18
I feel like
plus.
people just
Like
like
2
it because
episodes
it's.
in.
I feel like people
18
just like it because of the
Yeah,
sex
18
Even
plus.
and the
16 is some
gore.
fucked up shit.
18 plus for sure.
I
Like,
think people just like it because of the sex and the gore, really though. I mean, it's cool, and like the animation style is cool, but the story is kind of like.
But from a
It's weird,
psychological
it's
standpoint
weird.
for a 16-year-old
it's weird.
I only watched 2 episodes and like it seemed like does it get like I don't know, it seemed like there wasn't too much plot like at all like but I mean I only
It
watched 2
develops.
episodes,
It
so I don't-
develops.
It
I
builds
can always
up,
tell
yeah.
when someone's new to the stream because I look in the chat. They're like, guys, can we just talk about One Piece, please?
He must be new here. Welcome to the stream, guy. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome
Where-
to the stream.
like 15 minutes ago someone was like, can we talk about the current chapter please, and we were
Oh, we
literally
did.
talking about the current chapter.
did.
I was like, what what
Yeah.
the fuck are they talking about?
And in a more respectful note, if you guys want us to talk
So you
about the
gave
current
him time.
chapter, pretty much talk to the absolute shit about it in the beginning. So you can go rewind it. and
Let's
watch
go to
it
the
as
beginning,
much.
man.
Yeah, we did talk about
Yeah,
it
you
in the
on.
beginning. And on that note, it's like 2 a.m.
We're just bullshitting right now. Yeah.
For the 600 people, appreciate you guys coming through at 2 in the morning. That's crazy. I guess this shows that it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I expect
Thank
a
you,
lot of
stream.
crazy reactions tomorrow from people as far as what's happening because I did not expect the chapter to come out like already. You know.
It's early, yeah.
Yeah, I actually
Niggas
came
are
here.
down.
I came
I
here.
was about to go to
reacting
bed
late.
till I got the notification.
I didn't even get to
definitely
see you
was
react
shocking.
to Katakuri stabbing himself. I got to go back and watch that
Bro,
shit.
I didn't know
I
what to
was
say.
shocked as fuck.
I didn't know what to
My man
say.
Brago was- my man Brago was shocked.
I didn't know what to
He
say,
was-
bro.
He was stuck.
I was
He
like,
was stuck.
because it was like
Yeah,
processing
I thought
all
that-
that shit at one time. Like, okay, is this good? Is this bad? I'm like, okay, he's
Yeah.
doing this is honorable. Like, I don't know how to feel, but it's like, yo, this
Well,
is
my-
dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
watching
it's
your
not
face,
honorable,
watching
man.
your face try to figure out the Conqueror's hockey pick, the part was actually fucking hilarious. You're like, wait, what's going on here?
I
And you
can
slowly
tell.
see him start to like realize what's going on. He's like, oh shit.
That was dope.
Oh,
that was such a
shit.
beautiful panel, man. That was such a beautiful panel.
you
Oh
know-
my god.
What's funny is today earlier, like how I think it was OV in here earlier said that he read the spoils and like
Yeah.
wasn't feeling the chapter. Was that you, bro?
Yeah.
But I talked to Dritz earlier on Twitter because I saw he put a tweet saying that like he like wasn't feeling the spoilers, blah blah blah. So I like messaged him. I was like, yeah, like I read them and like it seems pretty dope. Like, what's the problem with it? And we just like talked about it for a minute, and like it seemed like all this stuff that he like said that he wasn't feeling about it, like the chapter kind of like cleared up like any of the issues that he
And
like.
to be fair,
you know,
I
he had
talked to
valid
Drift as
points
well.
though. He had
I talked to
valid
Drift as
points.
well in DMs, and he said like his hatred about the not hatred, but his disliking of the chapter could be changed.
I think he sent us the same message. He told me that he sent like the same message to like a couple people.
He's trying to get feelers.
Yeah,
out
we
there.
were arguing. He sent me like a fucking
Yeah, it was like
4-page shit thing.
Yeah, it was mad long.
Wow.
But I read it,
Yeah.
and he had good points, but like after
Damn,
the
you read
chapter
that whole
came out-
thing? I fucking stopped it for like 3 paragraphs.
Fruit, you ain't shit, bro.
Bro, he
Oh,
said,
man.
bro, he literally
Fruit
said an
don't know
essay.
nobody,
I had
man.
never,
Fruit
I had
ain't
never
shit.
read something that long in my entire life, bro.
Fruit don't know
I'm like
nobody, man. Fruit
scrolling,
too
I'm
brand
scrolling.
new.
Wait, I'm like, wait, this is only halfway through. God damn.
Fruit really ain't shit. Fruit said I ain't reading all that shit, bro.
Fruit brand new, man. Fruit, he don't know nobody.
He said you read all that shit. I read the last line,
Fruit
bro.
said I got
Back in my
got a
comment
YouTube
days
channel
when I used
now,
to
man?
comment
He's
on
like,
videos,
Yeah,
bro.
Fruit like I don't got time for that,
Like,
man.
not even
He
my
got the channel
comments were
now.
that long, bro. Like, that shit was long as fuck.
I've seen
He got the
some
channel
long
now. He said the comments got to be like 2 sentences, or I ain't got no time for that.
Wait, Fruit, are you dropping a video today, Fruit, or is it a collab?
That nigga booted
No,
now.
I don't think. No, I don't want to spoil it because I don't even know if it's gonna get set up. But I'm just gonna say, probably coming out this weekend. False.
Yo, my man
Hey.
Fruit had his first video come out. The first 10 minutes was him explaining what a straw man argument was. That
shit was hilarious. That shit was
Yo,
hilarious.
my man, like, is he in law school or something? Like, oh my god.
This nigga pulled up the
I was
wiki too.
rolling.
I'm like, there you go. Credibility, the wiki.
He's like, he was like
There you
explaining
go.
what a straw man argument was, and like not trying to direct it at Dustin, but like having a hard time not directing it at Dustin.
It wasn't the whole
It was
video
like-
was directed at Dustin. What do you mean?
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much.
He's like, this is not really a Dustin, but you know, video is about Dustin. But regardless,
Yeah, it
they
was
said Yu
funny.
Yu Hakusho is getting a remake this year. Is it? Was that confirmed?
No, it's getting that
I've
animation.
heard the
thing.
rumors too.
Trash.
If
I
that's
hope so.
confirmed this year, then that's
Man.
amazing. That would be dope.
Like,
That would set a
It just depends on who's making it, bro. It just depends on who's making it. 'Cause
Hopefully
it
it's
could be trash.
Madhouse. Hopefully it's Madhouse. If Madhouse gets it, then
Because there was no JoJo this year either.
yeah, JoJo's gonna
There's
happen
no-
like 2 years from now or some shit. Fucking Captain
You said
Tsubasa.
2 years?
They're doing Captain Tsubasa. Yeah, that's like a fucking 2-year
what
project.
the fuck is that?
Wow.
Soccer.
Oh, okay. I never saw that shit.
Soccer.
Yeah, the soccer
They
anime.
say if Luffy ate sense to be an easy
Yeah,
way.
I did hear they're doing something else.
Can't do it.
But yeah, guys, it's time to go. Like the
No, don't
stream.
end the stream, please. Don't end it.
I appreciate everybody
Oh, no.
coming through. This was lit. Gonna have a discussion tomorrow. After reading this chapter a few more times. You know, some shit.
We them
So,
boys.
Look forward to that. I appreciate everybody coming through the stream though at like 2 in the morning. I appreciate that. Like, you know, I didn't know.
Shout out Katakuri, fuck Sanji.
Gang.
Shout out to Sanji. Shout out to
Man, fuck
Katakuri.
Zoro.
Definitely fuck Sanji.
Shout out to Katakuri. Shout out to Zoro.
Like the stream. What?
Wait, what was that?
Somebody about to watch some motivational shit after the stream? Like,
No,
I'm
we
not
haven't always been
I'm not
on.
sure what's going on there, but do your thing. But yeah, like the stream, like the stream and subscribe. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.